Hello survivors, hello! Welcome to the stream. Hope everyone is feeling good. First Monday stream of the year. How is everybody doing? How is everybody doing? Who have we got on the stream? We've got Chris, Mike, and Treat Yourself. Thank you very much. Top 3 of the stream. Thank you very much for tuning in. We also have Matthew, Valiant, Bretland. Thank you very much for tuning in, guys. I hope 2022 is treating you well so far. Happy New Year indeed. Happy New Year. Happy New Year indeed. What's up, ICB? Welcome to the stream. Margot, High Lockdown. Haven't seen you since last year. It begins. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my, oh my. Okay, Cygnus, no worries, man. No worries. I appreciate the like. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate it. I've got no idea what you're saying, Mike. No idea. I'll take your word for it. What's up, Hot Lips? Welcome to the stream as well. Eli as well. Ruben, hello, hello. Hello, hello. How was your weekend, guys? How was your weekend? I was pretty AFK. I took that break I talked about. Well, not a proper break, not that holiday, but I needed just like a couple of days. Feel a little bit rested. Feel a little bit rested. December, I went kind of all in on content every day. Not really taking a breather, which is not good. I'm gonna take it a little easy in January. Just do content when it's needed. Oh, we get the last of the Jingle Bells. I did see the roadmaps ended. Golden Gala. That big like empty space in the middle was where they were. I can run this roadmap once, guys. Once. This will get me 2 pulls. This will get me 2 pulls. But as I can't use a drop lead, I actually think I should use the token because it actually gives me a drop chance. Unless we have territories. I think if we get the territories, we can get drop chance increased there. Have I got my teams in somewhere? No, I do not. Can we get the territories? I can't remember which ones they are. I think Central Cabin is one. Motel is one. I'll take Motel. Let's go. I think there's 2 or 3. You got any leaks you can't tell us about an event? Yes. I've got leaks I cannot tell you about. There we go. There we go. Clarification. I'm glad to be able to... We got this out in the open, guys. But, I mean... If we look at the calendar and the timing of the current event, I mean, I think the next multi-week event should start this week. Sooner rather than later, I would assume. Is it one of these over here? No, these are all materials found. Oh no, wait, is it this one here? Fortified cabin. Yeah, there we go. Okay, fortified cabin is one. Is it only 2 or is there 3? I can never remember how many drop rate places there are. Oh, my game's lagging again. Drop chance for what? Oh, actually, is it world map that it gives drop chance for? Damn it, I always mess that up. I mean, I'm just going to take it just in case, for whatever reason, it does give a bonus and it just doesn't say that it does. You never know. You never know. We don't even know if the drop chance is even going to make any difference. I took double drop chance leaders and got the max drop twice on the other roadmap, but it could have just been pure RNG. I think it's just 2. I think Central Cabin is an XP one. I don't think there's another one. I want to say there's probably just 2. Water Energy Farm, Hospital, So I just found. What's this one up here? Never seen this one. Gun range. Just 5% attack for all characters. Did it say what it affects it in? Nope. That gun was bull. I did 15 straight, all Negan. What gun? What? What's up, Ryan? Welcome to the stream. Territories doesn't. Yeah, I know. I just yeah, because I don't know if it shows. Does it show where your territory buffs are? Where does it show that again? Is it like faction activity? Does it show the buffs? Why does it show the buffs? Isn't there somewhere that just shows you all the buffs that your faction's got? It only affects world map, I think. Like if I go to world map and I start a stage, let's start a low stage. I can blitz quickly. This is not humans. Neither is this, damn it. But this is where I get the drop chance, right? Item drop chance. Effects, story, campaign. Okay. Okay. I always messed that up. But you never know, you never know. The hide and seek is set amounts. It is set amounts, but they do have multipliers. Minimum is 13, but you can have more than 13 drop for the last stage. For instance, the last stage of the Cow Road map gives 90, but I got 450 drop twice in a row. I got really lucky. Under profile, you are correct. Actually, you are correct. The Gabe weapon map. That gun. You get 15 straight all Negan. Yeah. Did you get it in the end? Okay, there we go. And it should say like where it affects from. Story campaign effects, yeah. Shucks. On this one you can take a drop lead though. In this one you can take a drop lead. So we're gonna use a token, I guess, because that's the only way we can get an increase to drop chance, right? Because this one gives increase to drop, 20% drop chance. So this is the only way we can get a boost if we're gonna get a boost at all, and we're gonna get 26. There we go. We doubled. We didn't get 13. We got 26. So we got a little bit more. So did I get an extra pull from that? I get one extra pull. No, I don't. No, I don't. Because I got 7 already. I don't think I get an extra pull. Oh, I did. I did. I get an extra pull. Okay. 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 We got an extra pull. I get 3 pulls rather than 2. 13. Ooh. Nice. 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 Okay, get the medals. 480. Yes, the steel gears are horrible for me. I don't know. I've got all the steel gears. What's the best thing I can get? I guess we want to see this crate. 18 Lilith and Ulysses, please. These are just bonus pulls. 18 Lilith and Ulysses. Materials. Bane of my existence. I guess I got kind of lucky. I only got one of those. Did I get the best one? I also got the best one. Okay. Okay. Okay, okay. Okay. So how much longer is left? 1 day, 2 hours on the roadmap. Is there an attached grey market? Christmas? 2 days, 2 hours. So it could start on Wednesday, but it could start tomorrow. Generally, it starts like the second the current event finishes. So the next event you'd expect to be starting reasonably soon. Reasonably. What's up, Corinne? Welcome to the stream. You meant all gov. Ah, okay, yeah. Do the 25 run stage, not the last stage. It's a scam. Which one? What? The 25 run. It's all multiplier. The drops are all multiplier. You know. The last one gives twice the drops of the energy. So the last one gives 90, but this one doesn't give twice the drops. This one doesn't give 50. This one gives I think this one gives only 40. So it's better to run stage number 5 than stage number 3. Like I got 450 drop from this stage twice. Obviously, the way some things can work is you can get bigger drops on any of these stages. So if you're running stages more often, you have a chance of getting bigger drops, you know, because you're running a stage more often. But if you get a bigger drop on this one, you're going to get such a big impact. Like I got from running this twice, I got 900 of my my tokens for her, and I only got 3,800 total. I managed to get 3 of her, fortunately. I wasn't really going for her, but I got 3 of them from that, 1 from the login. What's up, Daylight Night Shine? It's all good. It's all good. I got 4 winter tokens from the last stage. You can't get 4 winter tokens from the last stage. The lowest you can get is 13 from the last stage. You got 4 winter tokens probably from like... I don't know, probably from that one. That sounds more like 4 winter tokens. New weekly event. New World Order. I would assume so, right? They teased New World Order at Christmas. Scopely are kind of like officially back in the office today. So I guess we'll hear rumbles. We'll hear a rumbling either today or tomorrow of what's to come. We'll have to see. Any thoughts? Any ideas? I think New World Order is most likely. Got the rare weapon free to play. I don't know why, but I got and happy with it, even if it was a bad event for it. It was a bad event. I think overall it cost less to get than originally advertised, but it was pure RNG. That's the problem. I have my big overlay. I know I'm terrible at this stuff. Because it's not like, it doesn't stand out on my my stream like terribly well. So I don't see it out of the corner of my eye, basically. Where then calendar? Exactly. If we had the calendar, I think we would know. If we had the calendar, maybe it's like they're trying to determine. It might be still not determined when the event will start, so it could be waiting on today, basically. I'm guessing like right now it's midday in California. It's like just gone past 12. So in the next 2 to 3 hours, I reckon, we'll get some information. I'm assuming anyway, kind of, or at least the next 2 to 3 hours is when it's going to be finalised from Scopely's end. That's how it generally goes, right? Especially after New Year's. Especially like in the UK, it's a holiday today. The UK does the holiday after New Year's, and I think America does it before. I could be wrong. Like the 31st in America is a holiday, right? But in the UK, it's not. You have to work on the 31st. And you have to work on the 24th in the UK as well, but you don't have to work on the 26th. Like, in terms of just like normal work days. A lot of places give you it off though. Like where I used to work, Christmas week, there was an enforced amount of days you had to take off at Christmas. They actually forced you to take 2 of your days off at Christmas, but they gave you 5 days for 2 because it was enforced. So it was like it was a pretty good deal. You got Shiva? Let's see. Let me answer that question in just a second. Have I got Shiva? The answer to your question is... No. I do not have Shiva. Check back tomorrow. A few streams ago, you mentioned that you were not getting arena tickets from arenas winners as much anymore. I realized that I was getting free tickets when I legitimately got to yesterday. I mean, yeah, you can get them from there. But I'm talking like in general attacks. Like I was at 92. I mean, I do use tickets from time to time, but I don't ever use like ×10 really. I very, very rarely use ×10. Is this the last week of leagues? It is, right? We should have some league information this. Boo! 6 days. So at the end of this week, next weekend, we're gonna get a new league store. New weapons. Potentially. I'm guessing not, but fingers crossed we get a reform to this area a little bit, because it's kind of ancient. Like, I don't know, just some other stuff. There's still even things that you don't need. You know, people might buy this by mistake, or at least question why they're buying it, you know. I still buy this stuff just because I still have hopes, guys, hopes that we're going to see Hordes back at some point. But maybe some good weapons coming into the store. I don't buy either of the weapons this season. We've got Tara's Savage Gun or Marcus one I didn't really like that much. If it was a 4-star weapon with those stats, I would instantly grab it. Instantly. Still my arena's 5-star arena. Still nursing New Year's hangover. Oh damn, okay. I don't really care then. I felt a little groggy over the weekend. It was pretty dark in the UK. Dark and dingy. But yeah, I got some nice rest in. Pretty happy with that. I should save this team somewhere, you know. I definitely should save this team somewhere. Although I think a lot of them are maxed out, so it's not that big a deal. It's just Victor is annoying, but he's always like 70 or 60 or something like that. There we go, 61. Tired of Scopes events being more con jobs, get you invested, think it's free to play, then you feel you must spend. Just be straight with us and it's worth it. I'll pay. I mean, I think the expectation from the player base is kind of off at the same. Oh, that's the wrong character here. The expectation from the player base is a bit off at the same time. I think a lot of people expect to be able to do everything in an event. That drops, and I personally don't think that's ever been the case. Like every event has had something where you can spend to get more, you know. And I think they've changed the way they do some events where they're dropping 2 characters at once, and I'm getting more progress than I ever did on multiple characters. I can come out of like 2 characters at the end of the event. One's like grade limit break 1, or one's limit break 2, and then the other one's like limit break 3. For instance, Isabel I had limit break 3, and then Gregor I had limit break 2. So I was pretty happy with the actual character progression there, and I didn't spend anything in that event. Had to grind really hard. I didn't even get very lucky. If you guys remember the bags I opened for Gregor, I actually got really kind of done on the unlucky there. So I mean, I don't think you have to spend, but spending obviously is going to get you more. At the beginning of the Christmas event, I kind of did recommend everyone. Let's use the Guardian one. Yeah. What? Wrong Maggie. That would have been, well, it would have been obvious, but yeah. Unless you were really interested in one of the characters, and personally I was not. I think it was definitely worthwhile saving your currency. Where's the other fast command? There she is. There she is. It's definitely worth saving your currency. And I think that's going to be the same for most events going forwards. So just be aware of that. If you on the monthly events, if you just try and identify the thing you like the most, right? If you like the character, get the character. If you don't like the character, potentially save, like, especially if you know they're doing roadmap runs, save your currency or save your energy, like the jingle bells, for potential other rewards. I think it's as simple as that. With all these new ways to get some good tunes, I wonder if a power attack creep is coming. What ways can we get new tunes? You mean the gold mythic store? Or the gold mythic tokens, sorry. I don't know. I wouldn't really say RNGs yet, personally. It wasn't right how they did that event. Some stages I got 200 Negan bells, but the excess doesn't carry over. Yep, indeed. Indeed. I mean, if you got the weapon, you most likely didn't use as much, but I don't know, it just, because it was advertised one way, and then it had like this weird way of doing it another way. Like I got it with 10,000 less Gov tokens, and like 400 less Negan tokens, or whatever you call ornaments. So overall, I definitely got it for cheaper than originally advertised, but I think that structure event just isn't very good. The whole, like, you can't get until you complete 2 RNG drops from the same roadmap. If it was on 2 different roadmaps, fine. At least, like, you're definitely getting certain amounts of one drop. But yeah, I don't like the way they did this one. Was not my cup of tea. And I do not drink tea, but it was not my cup of tea. Plus, this ornament deal didn't turn out the way it was advertised. Indeed, indeed. I think that was obviously the main issue for a lot of people. This is gonna get me some big score. Oh, I didn't see. Why didn't I see that? Oh, okay. I wasn't looking at the right team. I didn't see that in the last team because yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's actually a pretty good weapon because he's not doing that much attack with it. Normally, I'd do like a lot of damage to Priya, and I'd be scared to one-shot her. So, not bad. 273k. This is probably one of the highest, if not the highest, I've ever got in a single ticket. Have I jinxed myself? I can't remember if any of these guys are Outlast and stuff. We'll see. Oof, I could have jinxed myself there. We could have. Wow, they really weren't very strong. So I got 1,000,000 points in a solo. Is it because I got promoted? Could be because I got promoted. It's not bad. Considering like that dude must have spent 2 tickets and got 1.8 million, and I spent 1 ticket and got 1,000,000. I'll take. That should be like the highest of the single entries at least. Wish Rumble boxes were choice, not RNG. I think a lot of people do. But I personally am fine with them being RNG. I just don't like the fact that the gold mythic tokens are either there or that they have such high odds. Like, if it was 20% for the gold mythic tokens, it's like, okay. But 90% no. But if they weren't there as well, that'd be cool. I mean, like, I think most people would be happy with the 8 characters that are in this one if the 10,000 were not there. Obviously, you can get a character you've already got, but I mean, in terms of like how recent these characters are, I think most people would be happy. There's obviously a little bit more of an accessible character in here, but I mean, yeah, it's a mixed bag. Some of these early ones, especially, are really weird. Like, I think these ones you're going to be happy getting 10,000 gold mythic tokens, but I mean, this one just almost seems like, right, the way this one's set up is like it's giving you 2 rolls at the 10%. Like, this is the first roll. It's giving you a 10% chance of getting a more premium character. And then the gold mythic tokens are the second roll to give you a second chance at a more premium character. So basically, it's like they're giving you 2 gold mythic pools, and except that the one that you, let's say you pulled a dupe, instead of getting 5k back, you get 10k back. You know, instead. That's what it feels like, right? It doesn't, you know, it's weird, right? Yeah. But this, I mean, at least it's fully free to play. You can get everything in these fully free to play. That's the only real bonus, right? That's the only real bonus. I think I've done that right now. Yeah. What was it? Mythic Fighters level ups. Yeah. At least the timing on that was reasonable. BP level up tournament and single solo level up tournament and stuff. Got them all done in one go. That was nice. Happy New Year, guys. Yep, Happy New Year, Thomas. Thank you very much for tuning in. Don't drink tea, Brit passport. I wish I had a passport. This is the issue. I need one. I've been trying to get a passport for a little while. don't jinx me like this. Don't jinx me like this. Oh man, it's always something. I'm saying I would do better. Sure, it's a thankless job. I mean, this event was obviously just all over the place. But I can kind of understand why it was Christmas. At least it was not a bugged event, and it was more of it seemed like a communication issue. So it's not as big a deal, but it's just frustrating. People kind of just would have not checked. Always check the events, guys. I always check the events. You saw me do it on the live stream. I went over the event first before I started investing stuff, just to make sure everything was hunky-dory, and it wasn't. It wasn't. So like people might have just like seen the event started, maybe even just quickly checked the event mission and then gone, yo, okay, cool. And then just like used all their jingle bells in one go with the tokens and then come back to the thing to realize they had to claim it to get the next ones, you know. I'm guessing there would have been a couple of people that happened to, unfortunately. I used almost 1,000 bells and only made it halfway. Yikes. Yeah, I used about 1,000 and managed to unlock it, so RNG is just all kinds of messed up. But others had good luck too. Who knows, really? You got some lucky pulls locked after a couple of mare months. Yeah, my first 30 or 40 pulls on the Gold Mythic Wheel were just rubbish, honestly. I got like 2 10%, and like it was Doc Stevens and Martinez. And I'm pretty sure either one of them or both of them are in the market. Like, it's just like, yo, come on, man. Both of them are here. If I wanted them, I could pick them up. And then, but yeah, I got Davey and Vance. I mean, it is only one, but it's progress. I got a Tara as well. So I managed to get Tara to grade 5, and that means I can like just start. I mean, I've got Tara and Vance to grade 5 now. So I can just start making my way towards, and I already upgraded her weapon a bit, but I can start making my way towards the next thing. I'm pretty sure these weapons are not the big weapons. They're just, yeah, I'm upgrading the HP on Vance's weapon. It got 30%, so I'm upgrading it again. It's Trader. You mean on my thumbnail? It is indeed Trader on my thumbnail, yes. Skinny Pat Pat, what's up, Noah? I get to reuse a joke that's already been used in my stream, but also I get to Noah. I haven't seen you for a year, mate. How's it going, Noah? Feels good to Noah, man. He was using those jokes too much. I got him, and it's kind of like an assist by, was Bretland, I think was the one who did it to me. Was it you, Bretland? Am I blaming you for this? No, it wasn't. It was Margot. Margot got me. Sorry. So I had to scroll up, see who was the actual culprit. I see Tough Trader. Tough Trader is indeed on my thumbnail. But I could be throwing you off the scent, guys. I could be throwing you off the scent. Just gonna say. Could be throwing you off the scent. I got so many Rick, Aaron, and Negans. Yeah. How many of these have you got left, guys? I've got a lot. There are some people who zeroed out really early. Like 30 days in, zeroing out on this seems like weird. Especially if they're not like someone who's buying the tokens. It seems kind of weird. You will finish a Tara defense in 2029. I mean, I've got Tara advanced to grade 5. I can just use them as is. They're not going to be like amazing, but they could be decent for a tower team, you know? Another Bradley Gate reward would brighten up everyone's day. Monday, yeah. Not so much. I think gates are bad for the game, obviously. As much as you might not think so, I think they're generally pretty bad for the game. If I get close to the first Rumble token in the mission, I'll probably just buy tunes from Mythic Market and sell them to finish up. Ah, right, yeah, I'm nowhere near. Look at this. I did a lot of my pulls legit the day before this was announced. I did like 9 pulls, I think, the day before this was announced. Because I do my end of month pulls, and I was like, oh, I'm not going to do them on New Year's Eve. I'm not even close, man. I'm not even close. Getting one of these would have been nice. See, that's the like kind of like air quotes good bag, because it's like a guaranteed character. Some of them aren't great, but that is a good bag. It did improve though. This crate did improve. It does show you though. It does show you that sometimes they change things positively and we don't see it. Because this crate initially did have Ash in it, Magna, and I can't remember. There was another character. It was maybe a Eugene, something like that. It had those 3 characters and Eva maybe as well. So they obviously removed those because they thought they weren't good enough for this crate, or like they just wanted to make this crate either less characters or just more like better characters to attract people to get it. So they do improve some stuff that we just don't see. They ruined the monthly SC calendar, did they? When you get 10 pulls, I think they did say this is a preliminary calendar. Like, this is just like in the meantime. This is due for like a proper reform. This is just for January, and I think in February we're going to get like a new Survivors Club monthly calendar, and it might have things like gold medals in it. I think they're trying to work out probably the game economy around certain parts of what they want to put in there. Personally, I think we should just get like a character in a monthly calendar. Like, we don't have the actual like proper monthly calendar up right now. We have this as a bonus. I thought this is kind of cool. Nice for newer players, especially. That's like a character, right? Is that 10,000? 5? I mean, it's nearly 10,000, so you can get a character if you're brand new. Nearly. But like this calendar here, I think they should do this more often for the monthly calendar, and just make the character at the end like a reasonably decent premiere, not like amazing. Like, first one could be like Doc Stevens. I don't think Doc Stevens is legit. Like, if you already, a lot of people already have him, but it's just like a catch-up character, but also could be like, you could see it as 5,000 God Mythic tokens if you already got the character. Obviously they're never going to put anyone who's like truly recent in here, so let's have a little look. Like, could put like 3 or 4 month old characters in there that are promos. So like Veronica could just go in there. It would just be just something nice, just something to look forward to for everybody. Kind of cool. I still have 150 claims on those gold tokens. Not sure how people have done so much. Yeah, fantastic. Yeah. The biggest problem with the current system is the long 3 months. Yeah, I agree. I think that should be like 2 months at most, but 1 month I'd prefer. What's up, Sebastian? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing all right. Work let out early, and now I have to travel home in the snow. And right as the stream was getting going. Oh well. Okay, well, safe journey. Safe journey. Snowy journey. I pulled Jesse from there. What, this one here? That's unfortunate. Is it this one? It's unfortunate. 10% of each one. You had a 90% chance not to get Jesse. I mean, you have a 90% chance not to get any of these characters. You always got to get somebody, unfortunately. All good tunes in that bag. Not too bad. I'd say from Michonne 2000 and Tara going left are hard to get. The pretty much. Oh, you mean to the left of them? All of them are hard to get. All of them are 10% characters, but some people already have a lot of these. I'm happy with the SC calendar for this month. The problem is going to be to hold all these pulls. Alright, yeah. Yeah, you do indeed have to hold pulls now. Just in case stuff pops up to actually pull for, like those missions. I mean, these are 10 pulls. It's a reasonable amount of pulls on those missions. It's generally going to get you maybe a couple of missions done. So, yeah, if you've got SC, I'd definitely hold on to these. But we don't know. There could potentially just never be any mission again. We have seen the rapid decline in the rewards on them. Because we've got 2 up right now. Oh, damn, it finished. Did it finish? It finished. The other one finished. I actually got 47 pulls on that one. Because I recycled my characters so many times. I got 47 pulls in the end. But, the original one that they did, the original mission they did, we got 10,000 of these tokens. Each milestone. And then the next one, they got 5k. Now we're down to 2.5. So it is declining. And I think it's basically going to go down to the point where we just don't have them come back. Hopefully they announce that they say, like, nah, no more gold mythic token missions. I don't think they like to announce things like that, because if they ever do one again, people will be like, yo, you announced this like 7 months ago that there's no more. But yeah. That's why they don't announce things like that. But it would be nice to just be like, for people to just know that they're not coming anytime soon. Yo, what's up, B? What's up, Bashal? Welcome to the stream. I think some hard to find ones might be training grounds. Now, training grounds are there are some in training grounds that are hard to find. There's Jesus. But he's in the 90%. Like, every single character in the game, except Challenge Run, War, and SR Depot character, Dwight, is in this wheel. Every single character. Like, legit, Dwight is harder to get than the characters in this wheel. But the only thing about Dwight is, if he does come up, like, if you do get the gold mythic luck in here, it's always going to be Dwight at the moment. Because there's only him as the gold mythic character in here. So, I think a lot of people already have him to LB3. Just because they just picked him up when they could see him. I myself have bought an extra one. Because I saw it as gold mythic tokens. I might hold off on that. I've got to kind of hope that they add another gold mythic character in here at some point. You know, that would be legit. Because let's say they do transform how the faction assault works. They probably are going to transform this depot as well, right? You'd assume. And they've talked about transforming faction assault and making it so that it's actually happens again. People actually do it, you know, rather than ignore it. Did I complete the stolen mission? Yeah, I did. Stolen weapon mission, I did. I did it on stream when it dropped. I cleared out the gold bits first week, so now I'm on a long wait. You cleared out in the first week. But did you sell a lot of characters that you should have held on to? Like, did you LB3 Darius? Did you LB3 Carl? If you LB3 these scrap characters, basically. Because I'm thinking a lot of people sold those and didn't do what I did, which is LB3 pretty much everybody. I've LB3'd as many characters as I could. And I'm just going to keep going. And then I'm going to profit at the end, effectively. Like, once now out of these 49 characters here, I've got 49 characters where if I pull them, they're a dupe, and I sell. That's the only ones I sell. But then every time I get the next one up, so for instance, I get Steve next, then every Steve's a dupe, and then I sell, so on and so forth. Makes you feel like you have to hold tokens. Yeah, I don't think that's good. What's up, piece of cake? Welcome to the stream. What's up, Richard? I've recycled so many pools. Tired of seeing Bruce and my pools. Who's the character that you feel like you're getting a lot of, guys? For me, it feels like the character I'm getting and selling a lot of is who's my Isabel. Actually, I've been getting quite a lot of Isabels. I think I've sold like 5 Isabels. Frost. I actually pulled 3 Frosts in a 10. I think I've sold at least 5 of that dude. And Barker. I've got like 5 or 6 of that one. Those are the 3. Barker, Isabel, and Frost are the ones that I seem to be just getting. I don't know how it's happened. That's nuts. Isabel. I mean, I guess Isabel's not too bad because, you know, I potentially couldn't have LB3'd her. I did have her LB3 ready, but yeah, I don't think. Maybe Barker was the only one that I actually like used one of the pools of because I only had him LB2 from his event. You could only get him LB2, so I mean, getting a lot. Did I say? I mean Barker. I actually mean Barker though. This time I actually mean Barker. I'm not saying Barker because I mean Cliff. I actually mean Barker. Like, I'm saying the right character this time. I mean it. I mean Barker. Like, pulling Cliffs would actually be decent. That'd actually be decent. Although I have him LB3 already, that would actually be decent pulls because he's 10%. Okay, a lot of Andrew, Eugene's, 11 Waylands. Well, damn. Well, damn. Ivanova. Barker won't stop popping up. Glenn. I see. What's up? What's up, Glenn? Welcome to the stream. Timing. Christmas Carol, Turkey Tyrese, Mike. Most I pulled. I wouldn't mind. Wait, how have you pulled Christmas Carol? She's not in there yet. You mean normal Carol? But then she's in 10%. Turkey Tyrese, I actually want his 5th. I want him. Did I pull for Shiva? No, Tino, I did not pull for Shiva. I've only done some Survivor Club pulls. Only Survivor Clubs. I would, if I had the coins, like where I could just guarantee her LB3 right now, I probably would get her because she is legit. But because I can't guarantee her LB3 from a 40, I'm going to save my coins. She's also not of an allegiance that's going to get a mythic trial by the looks of things. I think that weapon was the trial effectively, and I got that weapon already, so I don't need to pull for her. I'm going to have to get like supremely lucky with her going into gold mythic tokens, however. Like this Death's Holiday one, right? I don't think I can do this now. I don't think I got anything new. Did I? Why is it auto-filling with those dudes? That's weird. That's weird. It's like, oh yeah, you can take Cliff and Zeke. I actually called him his right name as well. Carl, okay. Carl, I was going to say. Christmas Carl, yep, no worries. But they're actually all recent, so it's not too bad, I guess. Not too bad. I got a lot of beaters. Got the gun, but had to spend 1,200 coins for 6 times 10 to barely get. Probably is worth it. Probably is worth it. I doubt that pistol's going to come around again. Where is it? I doubt this pistol's coming around again. I don't think I have any more of this, do I? Oh, it's Jingle Bells is the energy. Is it? I mean, can I spend? We don't get any more from login. I think I'm done. Do I just do 12 here? What do I need? Oh, we could get 80 food bags. Let's do that, guys. I need those food bags desperately. We're gonna put the the Kenny and Gator duo to the test. LED for you. You actually upgraded your LED once, right? So your LED was like, at least you're getting her LB3, I guess. But your LED is going to be decent. And I think LED could be annoying in the correct team still, even now. I think she's a weird character. Like, if she's surrounded by promos, LED is actually legit. Because you have to kind of go for her first. You have to. And that just gives space for the other characters. So she could be decent in like a tower team or something. Like, imagine an alert buffs tower team. So you're getting like all the defense buffs. And you give the alert buff weapon to someone else, not LED. 16. I don't know if that was enough actually. It was not. It was not. Guys, I don't want to look. It's going to be really close. Less than 100. Okay. I didn't expect to get many, to be honest. I didn't expect to get many. I'm going to need to pay for a weapon, I think. No luck with Negan ornaments. Yeah, it's rough. It's rough. I think that's it pretty much for the energy as well. So whatever energy you've got right now, and as long as you've hit all the milestones for level up, you have got all the energy you're going to get for Jingle Bells. I think I can do one more run of 5. Let's do this. Okay. I'll use a gold dingy. Might as well just get some extra little things. And I don't think I can get anything with that. Literally nothing. 3,000. 3,000. Okay, let's just run through the story map while I read your comments. Nox. That's a character I haven't... Wait. Who... Wait, wasn't Nox an actual character that came out in the game? Wasn't he a bleed character? That isn't what Nox looks like. I mean, I think that's the first time I've seen him use the same name for 2 characters. I could be wrong. Have we got characters that have got the same name? It's weird, right? Now that's a character name I haven't heard for a while. That's a character name I haven't heard for a while. Nox. What was he part of? Just... Is this an RTS character, I guess? Is he from the comic? I'm guessing not. Story map. Let's go. No. How many tunes you use for gold? You use gold medals on? 2. I used it on Lydia and Michonne, my 2 damage dealers on my attack team. And for now, I'm just going to chill on it. Those ones are almost definitely going to be forever hard to get. Forever. I'll just go with this team. They're almost definitely going to be forever hard. Because there's no more limit breaks. There's no LB4 incoming. So like, silvers will be slightly easier to get now. LB3's here. Bronze will be even easier. And steel will hopefully be even easier again because we need so many steel. But it's also a limited resource to a certain extent. Like, when you've fully upgraded a character, they're done. You know, like, silver mythics for me are becoming less and less valuable. Because I need them less and less, you know? Because I need them less and less. Had to recycle some jutes, but got me missions done. That last gold pool one, Christmas missions. Nice, 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 nice. LED is quite good, especially on challenge run. Her passives are nice. Nice, nice, nice. I want that stupid statue weapon. But... 1 sec. I want that stupid statue weapon, but only 3 tunes at level 5. Need another Herschel, Carl, and Ty. Frustrating RNG on RNG to run map. Yeah, I think... I can't remember where I got lucky. Isn't that Razzo? That looks so much like Razzo. That look, yeah, exactly. No, I saw you say it. I was like, this is meant to be Razzo, right? This is his face. I'm pretty sure this is his face. Like, this isn't Nox. His name's Razzo. It's weird. It's weird, right? It's like... It's weird that he's got a different name. Not sure what's going on there. Razzle. Yeah. I mean, it definitely isn't Nox. It's weird, right? Got a reason to LB3 that was good. I mean, Wilcox, Tracy and crew, we be rocking. Okay, cool. Cool. You need to make me a mod lock so I can feel the power of Banhammer. It's tempting. It's tempting. Let's see. Maybe it just happened. And I give you your first. I give you your first thing that you can do. Is you can ban the bot that I just posted in the chat. Gwendolyn Houston, you are short for this world. You're about to get Thor's hammered right now. You have to do hide. Noah. Hiding a user is banning them. Nope. You were close. But you can still do it. Oh no, wait, you did hide them. Okay. Did you hide them? There we go, you hid them. Don't bother deleting their comment, just hide them. And just FYI, I don't hide randoms, only hide bots. Otherwise, I have to go and unban them, and that's annoying. Okay. We'll get rid of this guy because he's a troll. See you later. Razzo was originally Nox. I don't know why Scopely changed the name, but they did. Weird. Weird. Nox and Razzo did a face-off like Nicolas Cage and Trevor. Yeah, pretty much. It seems that way. It seems that way. I don't know, it's weird. That's a weird one. No one would ban me. I mean, he's got the power now. Indeed, he's got the spanner. How do you mod your defense team? I'm seeing heal resist and taunt resist is a must. I mean, it depends on the character. For instance, I've noticed. I don't know if you guys noticed. If you ever get Cliff in a one versus your team situation, if his rush pops, that's the only way I've noticed him being any good. Like, because he gets massive amount of bonus HP and he gets heal over time and stuff. Obviously, there is counters to it. There's like Michonne, and she does bonus damage against heal over time. So there are always going to be counters, but I feel like him having heal reduction resist is pretty important. So that if he does pop his rush, he's just immense. And also, it makes it so that when he does bodyguard, he gets better bonus HP and stuff as well. So that's nice. Yeah, I won't put a moon on. It's all good. It's all good. And just FYI, like the people who are hidden, they can still comment. So we probably got like the troll that I just hid is still commenting, not realizing no one can see their comments because they get. It's the most honestly. It's probably the harshest ban system on YouTube ever. You don't get banned, you just get shadow banned. So you have no clue that you're banned until, like, you know, you realize that no one can see your comments, basically. YouTube can enforce shadow bans and channel operators can enforce shadow bans. It's pretty rough. Lydia, my #1 damage dealer, locks video sold me on her from start. Oh, 100%. Lydia is legit. She is legit. I identified her instantly. I was like, yo, I've got to get everything here. I've got to get everything. Everything. I remember when Moon banned me and I just typed, yeah. No wonder Locke doesn't see half my questions. No, I see them. It's just I do have a lot of comments. So sometimes I do miss comments. There's a difference. If you were shadow banned, I would see nothing. Like old school just said, lol, not shadow banned. Bretland, testing. Yeah, can still see you. I have had people hit the join button though who have been shadow banned. It is pretty awkward when that happens. It is a little bit awkward. Stun resist in war. Is that, what's that? Like Halo focus leads? Not sure what you're saying. So when Locke bans you, Locke says you're going to the shadow realm. Pretty much. It's pretty much how a shadow ban works. It's pretty much how it's worse. Like you can get shadow banned on Reddit as well. You can get shadow banned on Reddit. Haven't seen Bretland in a while, guys. Awkward. Don't forget, if you've got a green name in chat, guys, if you want one of my members, you could have a milestone that's up, so feel free to claim those milestones. It is a new month, it is a new year. Angel OP. Yeah, she is actually pretty nuts for wars. Hit Diamond 4 today because it's season resetting next week, so I won't be able to get Diamond 5 this season. Unlucky, Hando. Unlucky. Have you managed to get to Diamond 5 before? They should ban 6 stars in the war. They are. They're banning 6 stars and they're banning S classes. Like everything is going to be mythics soon. So like enjoy the last maybe couple of wars. That is going to be mythics. Be 6 stars, S class included. War of Champions has already been confirmed to be mythic. So if you're aiming to go to War of Champions, you should be working on a War of Champions defense, a War of Champions attack, which is no S class, no 6 stars, no 5 stars, no 4 stars. And unfortunately, and I know this is going to be really sad for some people, no 3 stars in War, guys. Sorry. Oh man, I've got a cheeky Copperberg pear cider again today. I decided to go for some halves and halves. Some halves and halves. How was you dealing with the Pam William Lou or Zeke William Lou teams? How many turns was it taking you to kill them? Proper whale teams would probably take like 5 or 6 turns. And I rely on decap. Things that I put down, stay down, you know? That's generally what I rely on. And also I rely quite heavily on like being able to nuke one first turn. Especially particular characters. Like I find Mike turn 1 is nuts. Like if you don't take him out, it can roll over your team. So that's why I've got attack versus strong on my Lydia right now. Like, I've identified Mike as being a problem. Like you should basically see a pattern. If there's a particular character that is wrecking you consistently, that's the problem, right? For me, it was Mike and Marcus. They were the 2 characters that were kind of messing me up. Because Marcus has main and he pops quick when he's in a team with William. And Mike has a first turn signature move that I cannot out-heal. I could out-heal it before Limit Break 2, I could out-heal it. Limit Break 3, I cannot. It goes to 70% reduction or something like that. I can just double check the... I mean, I've got this dude too, so I know I'm using it to my benefit as well. But his signature move goes to 50% infection, so his infection went up with it, right? I think his infection went up with it. It did, but not just that. Like I can still heal 50% infection. That is not the problem. It's because he does heal reduction on his basic attack. 80% heal reduction. I can't out heal that. You know. The guy who would out-heal this would be William. And that's where William was great. So basically, Mike counters William a little bit on attack teams. Just a little bit. So when you look at my my Lydia and my my Michonne, things have changed a little bit. I've gone for main resist because main is a problem. The only problem damage type I have, because I have huge amounts of bonus HP, I can get one shot maimed, but I can't get one shot like normal damaged. Because these guys are so like bonus HP and bodyguard, but yeah, maim. And then I've got this to try and nuke Mike down. Those are the only things I've really had an issue with. Lou I have not had an issue with, but I also have a really good mod on Michonne. You can see I've got attack versus strong again, same sort of deal. But yeah, like right now I don't have problems with fast characters on defense teams because the way I've got it on my main attack team is I've got so many strong characters, fast characters just aren't an issue, so I don't even have any attack versus fast. I have attack versus tough on Lydia, so she absolutely destroys tough characters. Attack versus strong because of what I said. Attack versus strong on Michonne because of what I said, and then attack versus alert, so she absolutely destroys alert characters. So I've got a nice mix for all traits, and then Mike's good if they've got no heals, and then I can just hit auto once I take out like fast hitting weapons and stuff. As long as I haven't got a payback, and generally it's a quick win. But obviously the more whaley a team is, the harder it is to take it out. It's just as simple as that. If we aren't allowed to use Rocket Abe, we can use the teams we use for those rubbish 10-minute roadmaps. Yeah, true. I don't think you'll be able to use Rocket Abe. I don't think you will be able to. My tower clearing is Rocket Abe alone. But we never know. Things might be changing. We don't know what's coming. They said they're going to do some feature updates. War was the one they're working on currently, you know. And they've done some nice structural ideas behind War. I think they need to do some design ideas behind it as well. I think the design of War needs to be spruced up a bit, especially for the competitive side of it. If they really want it to be, you know, competitive and taken seriously, competitively by people like me. I play competitive games, and I don't think RTS is really hugely competitive because, or not just because I think purchasing characters and stuff is debatable. You could say that, you know, if you had two teams come up against each other in any sport, but one team has like, you know, better training grounds and better equipment and all this, and you know, they're going to effectively be able to reach their peak a bit easier. There's always the argument for that as well, you know. Or like one team could buy better players. But I'm talking about from a standpoint where, like, if you look at War history, I don't know if this is going to be able to show me very easily. Swap. There we go. So you see, my faction came first in one of the previous blitzes, but we outwarred second place by 12 wars. Now, it would have been close if we didn't war more, but should we be able to war more? Should everyone have to war the same amount? I think in a CRW it's hard, right? But I think in a War of Champions it should be structurally easy to make it so that everyone wars each other like 4 times or something. Right? Am I right? I need my second Mike. Mike is so good. Mike is probably, I'd say Mike is probably one of the most top tier characters in the game. Especially, like, I always think support characters are things that make a massive difference. Damage dealers are always going to do damage, you know, they're pretty obvious. But I think people don't really realize how good support characters are. And I've seen people use attack teams with like 4 damage dealers on it. You know? This guy is so good. Probably one of my favorite characters. I can upgrade 3 characters. I might actually upgrade him, you know. He doesn't get that much though. He just gets stats. I'm not sure if it's worth it. I don't know. I mean, every character just gets stats, but stats on a damage dealer versus stats on a tank. I mean, he is used on both my teams. He's the only character I can upgrade that used on both my teams. Raulito worked for a while till he didn't bleed walkers in shadows. Yeah, that was actually fun as well. What is a good defense team? I'm going to be probably doing some content in the next couple of months about some ideas about like free-to-play defense teams and stuff. But there are some good characters now. Especially now, you know, you can get any character from the 90%, and some of them are decent. And you could get lucky. You never know. You could get lucky with a couple of 10%. If you get like 2 Vances, you've got, I think, Vance at 50% Halo. It's not great, but it's a chance. Is it 50% Halo? Okay, okay, I can't really see it. What's the one that gives Halo? Grit. Yeah, it's 50% Halo. He gets at grade 5, so he's still decent. Daily offers reloaded. Get that for freebie. Yo, what's up, Moon? Welcome to the stream, man. Thanks for tuning in. Sound cool? If we couldn't use Rocket Abe, yeah, we'll have to see. I mean, they could maybe change the towers to be humans, for instance. They could make it 3 waves of humans instead of 3 waves of walkers, and then you could blitz through humans really quickly. I mean, that might maybe be too quick. I don't know. 5 waves of humans, maybe quicker than 3 waves of walkers. I'll continue to do this. Is it this one? If they really wanted to be competitive, then they would need to balance patch notes. I agree. I think we should have balanced patch notes. Honestly, we don't have any balance to the game when it comes to older characters. But is it a risk? Is it a risk to start doing this? Is the current player base about being competitive and having a competitive game, or having superiority? And I think RTS, the issue is, it isn't about people wanting competition. It's about people wanting to feel superior, and that's why they don't want balancing. People want to buy characters to feel like they've got an advantage, you know? I'm hoarding arena tickets. Haven't been doing so well lately. End of season home stretch. Yeah, my arena tickets aren't doing too good either. Like the progress in terms of gaining them. I've got a decent amount, but if an event pops with it, I'm going to burn so many of those. To be fair, the New York Yankees basically did buy their championship from like 95 to 2010. Exactly. It does happen. It does happen. It does happen in sports. But they didn't win it by, let's say, to qualify for the playoffs. I think that's how baseball works, right? They do go into playoffs. They didn't play 10 extra games than other teams, right? They still had to... Everyone plays within the same limits of the games. Sure, at the end of the day, one faction is going to have better players than another faction. That's just always going to be the case. And then generally good players get into the same faction because they want to be surrounded by good players. And that's how it works in teams as well, you know? But I think there needs to be... That side of things is always going to be unbalanced. But that's about skill and ability and stuff. And the same thing can sort of be said about characters when it comes to like, if comparative, like I said, to like training grounds and gear and you know, that sort of thing. And like medical doctors and you know, nutritionists and all this. It can make a big difference. But teams should have to do the same amount. Factions should have to play the same amount of like wars, right? And then you could really determine who's the best. Now, I think you should even be limited to how many times you could war personally. So let's say there are 40 factions in a CRW. No, let's say 50. Let's say 51 to make it really easy. 51 factions in a CRW. You would war everyone 4 times, so that means you get 200 wars. I think the maximum you should be able to war in those 200 is 130, let's say. So you can't war for every single one. So then it relies on more people in your faction to actually, you know, do well. And then like you can have your weaker players sign up against the weaker factions. There has to be some reason why you've got 30 people in your faction. There's so many things that are kind of off in War of Champions from my perspective to really take it seriously. I mean, I like the idea of it, but I don't like the execution, you know? Just my thoughts. What's up, Tex? Yay. Thank you very much, bro. Big milestone, 15 months. Thank you, thank you. Tier 2 as well, man. I do really appreciate that. Fun, we don't do that here. I've upgraded Lydia and Michelle. Yeah, same. I generally identify who's the damage dealers you're using the most, and they're the ones that are worth upgrading. Don't just upgrade someone for the sake of it. The difference between level 720 and level 700 is very small, guys. Very small. What roadmap am I doing that costs 16 energy? Okay, yeah. I was like, wait a sec. What am I doing? It's very small, but it is going to make a difference. But, so you're not going to really get that much of a difference where it's like, damn, my character's not working very well. I need to upgrade them to 720 to really get the bet, like, to get them to do good damage. It won't work like that. If they're not doing good damage and not doing well for you at 700, it'll be the same at 720. You need that limit break 3, William and Morgan. Yes, yes. Yes, yes. I think I'll do the other room maps too, actually. Because the world can spend all the money in the world, but if they don't mod the tunes or craft weapons, then it's what's the point? Or if they're not very good at the game. I've seen bad players who spend. You know? Good players that spend, that's the problem. That's the only problem I have. If someone's like good at the game and they spend, it's going to be harder for me. Because they know what they're doing. And they've just got better characters. You know? A free-to-play who's good at the game will always be limited. But at the end of the day, that's kind of just how it is. I don't see that as like a competitive mismatch as much as it's just like I said, like with the whole like facilities. But it just seems weird that one faction can war legit like 20% more than another faction, or like 10% more than another faction, come 2 or 3 places higher, and it's just like, what? I also think wars should last a lot less time, and I think that they should last less time so that people can't farm as much. So like, I think wars should last 10-15 minutes max. It'd be very hard to farm in 10-15 minutes. It's going to be about who wins, who scores the most points, you know? I feel personally attacked by that comment that bad players who spend. There's nothing wrong with being a bad player that spends, but I mean, you're not going to be able to competitively get as big an advantage over someone who's good at the game who spends, you know? That's a problem. That's a problem. What's up, Kat? Welcome to the stream. I did Megan, Lydia, and Michonne. Not to mention free-to-play are now going to get 2, maybe 3 gold pools a month. Where have you pulled that number from? I've not seen that number. I got 32 pulls last month without buying any gold mythic tokens. I got 4 of those pulls from Survivors Club, and I'm not including the 10 everybody got from the Bradley Gate. So I got 30 pulls pretty much free to play. It's definitely possible to get gold pulls free to play. I think you can get at least 20 to 30 pulls a month free to play. the way things are right now. I do think it needs to increase, though. I do think it needs to increase, but I think you can get 20 to 30 pulls. These Blitz Wars are too short, in my opinion. I'm a bartender and I can only war from 2 to 4 a.m. I'm not a fan of them. I'm not a fan of them. They were done over Christmas just so people had war. I don't think Blitz is like that good. I don't think Blitz is that good. I think Blitz should maybe be like... I think the difference between a Blitz War and a CRW doesn't have to necessarily be how long it's up for, just how the system works within war. Like, Blitz should just be really fast. No repairs, or 1 repair instant and that's it, no more. You can't coin. Really short, 15 minutes. Everything's like quick. But please make them 8 versus 8. Oh my god, 6 versus 6 was rough. I meant I used gold medals on Negan. Ah, Negan. Okay, yeah. I was like, I should have worked out. I was just like, wait, am I missing something? Hit the likes. Yes, thank you very much. We're nearly at 50 likes on the stream. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. What's up, Linsky? Welcome to the stream. Hope you had a great Christmas and a good New Year. Thank you very much for tuning in. The monthly calendar, which had gold tokens in it, has now been removed. Also, the gold rewards for the new gold pool missions have been halved. They get halved. They got halved each time. They got halved each time. First it was 10, then it was 5, then it's 2.5. The theory that the rolling theory that we've had on the stream is it's pretty much going to be diminished. It's trying to basically get the most out of the spenders, because it is aimed more at spenders than anything. And then at the end, it will just not come back. Like this could be the last one. They could potentially. I think Bretland said there's going to be another one in for 1,000. Maybe, we'll see. There could even be one in where it doesn't give gold mythic tokens back and it just gives other rewards. You know, personally, I'd actually like to see this be a month-long thing, and it require 100 pulls, and that's a monthly mission that just pops up every month. I don't think that's too big a deal. They could structure it really reasonably well, and I think that's pretty reasonable. Every month, 100 pulls. Whales are gonna have something to pull for, you know, whatever. Put some nice things in there, and then free to play could get like 4 or 5 of the missions done potentially. You know, the monthly calendar will come back. We haven't got a new monthly calendar. I agree. It should the new monthly calendar should come back though. The reason we haven't got one, I think, is because they didn't have one set up from Christmas. Whether we get gold mythic tokens in there or not is anyone's guess, however. They need to do a gold mythic token daily roadmap, like 1,000 to 1,500 tokens per day, so we at least know we have a steady income of them. And we get 1 pull from dailies, right? I think that maybe needs to increase. I think if this increased to 750, that means we get 2 pulls a month. We get just like 21,000, right? Would it be 21,000? Yeah, it'd be like 21,000 or like 24,000 or something. It would also make this much more worth doing. 750 in this, or maybe have it so that it has RNG. I don't mind RNG in this if it let's say like 500 minimum, like 5,000 maximum, but like 5,000 was like 0.01%, so like really low, but you could potentially get it, you know. And then they just have range between it. As long as the lowest amount is like reasonable, a little bit higher than what it is right now, I think that'd be reasonable. Does this need to be looked at? Yeah, select token. I mean, this is probably going to be looked at soon enough. There's select tokens in here. So anywhere there's select tokens, they need to remove it. I'm hoping that a lot of the things they've talked about are going to happen before the anniversary of Conquest. So like select will gets removed, select tokens get removed, prestige tokens will have to get removed, prestige will gets removed. These two things that get removed, as you guys know, prestige will and select recruits will. But the tokens are still in the game. Like I'm still gaining prestige recruit tokens, I'm still gaining select recruit tokens. So they need to be removed as well. And they're in scav camps. They're in war rewards as well. You know, they're everywhere. Like they're in the regional war rewards. Three months bits refresh and 3 months mythic market sucks. Before free to play was staying up with the play to play because of the 30-bit shop and BP having the loss. I think if they reduced it, they just reduce the reset. So I don't think let's say they did reduce the mythic market to every 30 days and then the bit shop as well. They wouldn't leave this at like whatever. What is it? At like 200, 300? They wouldn't leave it at that. They'd reduce it to like 1/3. You know, everything will go down by 1/3. You know, you'd be able to get 5 of these, 40 of these. You know, like 80 of those. Everything will be reduced by just about 1/3. It's weird that I can only pick up this 20 times. But I can do this so many times. Weird. The gap between free-to-play and pay-to-play isn't as big as we think. It really is a mixed bag. There's such a big range within free-to-play. There's a smaller range within people who pay to win, but there's a big range. There are people who like are on the same spending as me, but I'm going to be so much stronger than them because I've completed Conquest and I've got my lieutenants completely maxed out. Whereas they could potentially have their lieutenants at like 450. Those 300 levels are going to make a massive difference. Massive difference. So there's a big range within free-to-play. Some people within free-to-play have got it really bad. Some of it could potentially be on their own gameplay though. I've seen some people make some big mistakes with the limited coins they even get for free. Like we had some guy in my channel the other day who was asking about the current 2020 event, and they said that they don't think that you're going to be able to get them everything free to play because it. And I just said no, you can complete the map free to play. Didn't wait for my answer and spent 2,000 coins on energy to use on the roadmap that he's not even going. It's not going to get him anything because he's going to get all free anyway. Like, unless the guy was a spender, I mean, it could fall into that bracket. But yeah, I don't know. I only spend regularly on SC and monthly, and any new Shiva other than that, I don't suck though. I think picking up things like that is not too bad. I get Battle Pass. I always pick up the Battle Pass. I think that's probably one of still even if you don't like the character, still one of the most worthwhile things to buy. Right now it's really cheap. It cost me £11, which is like you can't even really buy anything for £11 in UK. You know, you can buy a little bit of food. You know, maybe a meal. You know, or like a couple of meals to be fair, but you're not going to be able to like buy any takeout. A pizza costs like more than that. You know, like prices are kind of ridiculous on everything else. So the cost of it isn't that bad, and especially as it's been reduced. The Survivors Club on the hand's like twice the price. That's where it starts to get a little bit more expensive. But the minority, so let me go back in my hole. I'm in the minority. I mean, the gap between free-to-play and pay-to-play is, I'd say it is pretty big. If I had an account with unlimited resources and I had an account like my one right now, I could do a lot more with the account with unlimited resources. It goes back to the fact that like some players are better than others, and if they are better players and they spend, that's where it's tough. You know? But then it also goes back to the thing, we don't know how good a player really is if they spend, because they're always going to have a certain amount of power. It's a weird one, especially in certain factions. Like some people probably just get a lot of support from their faction in terms of like telling them what to do and how to mod and stuff like that. Most free-to-play casuals have awful weapons or don't know how to build them. Yeah, I've seen some updates in the official Discord. Some people upgrading weapons. It's just like, some people don't understand how crit works. Like people put crit on like random weapons. And then some people 5-star a weapon before upgrading it, or don't get a perfect weapon before they 5-star it on like a base weapon that only needs 3 upgrades. Like 5%, and they like fail too. It's just like, I think some people don't understand how the reset button works, and like just some people aren't playing it for the same reason you're playing it. I think that's the simple thing. Like it's alien to you because you're playing the game a certain way. There are going to be some people that play this game legit probably just to do the story roadmap, and they might log in like once a week. There's going to be a guy out there who does that. You know, when I first started playing, I logged in twice a day for like 5 to 10 minutes. It was basically like when I woke up, I did something for 5 to 10 minutes, and then when I went to sleep, I looked at my phone, played on it for 5 to 10 minutes. That could have been how I always played the game, but eventually I started putting more time in. That's just how it works. The gap was Conquest and their own gameplay. One pulls instead of saving. I mean, that's what I'm saying. There are some people who just aren't smart with their resources. As a free-to-play, you need to do 2 things. You need to get everything you can and not spend it. It's a very hard combination. It's like the hardest combination ever. Get all the resources you can and just hoard it. Because you need to, like, you're always hoarding for a rainy day as a free-to-play, basically. But also be very, like, the second you identify the thing, like a Lydia, oh my god, I've never absolutely just rinsed all my military supplies on the character in a day. She got fully maxed from one day to the next. It was nuts. I know some free to play. I mean, yeah, definitely. You can be skilled. Free to play and pay to play doesn't have anything to do with skill. That's what I've been trying to say. Yeah, like how factions went. Spending equals no skill to play. I definitely know. I've seen some people who spend who are not good at the game and not smart either. I will always remember the Scotsman that I saw that was wailed on day one, had like stonewall and everything, and it's just like, this character is not a defensive character, it's an offensive character. Even on a defense team, it's so weird. Like, could have one-shot 2 of my characters with a signature move. Oh no, wait, was it him? It must have been someone else. I thought it was Scotsman. Maybe it was someone else. Oh no, it was Scotsman because he does his signature move, gains 100% AP and it gets commanded, right? Oh, and just didn't do any damage. He could have one-shot 2 people. I was like, thank you. People need to know how to build out weapons and use them. Yeah, yeah. Now, weapons and mods definitely is where the gap be in difference. Maxed out lieutenants, yeah. That's why I had to do it. That's why I had to do it. That's why I punished myself to do Conquest every single day, because I knew I thought of the difference. Like, would I rather punish myself with Conquest or with War? And I'd rather punish myself with Conquest. It's giving me an easier time in War because I've maxed out my lieutenants. Not an easy time, just easier. It's a whole different game for free-to-play once you hit 300 also. That's a huge amount of gold just gone forever. Oh, you mean coins? Yeah, true enough. True enough. True. That can make quite a big difference. Was it 650 every 2 levels? So every 10 levels you're getting like... You're getting a few thousand. I think you get like 3.5k every 10 levels. That's pretty good. Right now I don't have any Maddox. The other dude's Maddox. I'm in the same boat there though. I think most people are. Aren't most people in that boat? I was in the Lilith and I was in a Lilith and Ulysses dry spell, but I'm actually really good now because I've got like lots of crates. These two, because I think you use twice the amount of Madeleines than Maddox per. Oh, no, it's twice the amount of Liliths as Ulysses. I think it's the same amount of these, but these two, you have to be very, very like very stingy unless you're spending. Honestly. Like this character, for instance, I think this is one I showed you. I use this character really like a lot. I thought she was legit. She was got a lot of my. I think she was the first character I silver medaled. At the time, she was awesome. She's fallen off obviously now, but I can see as an example. I just used I only upgraded the ones that I thought were actually going to be really good for her, which was electrical burns and lightning rods. Agility is nice, but it was like I was thinking, like, man, the amount of supplies it's going to require to get a 10% or a 20% increase in her attack damage. It was only her attack damage. If it amplified her burn, I would have gone for it, but it didn't. But yeah, even the same with Zachary, to be honest. Like, I know some people who completely maxed out Zachary when half his stuff doesn't even work for him. Agility doesn't even work for him. It only works on his basic attacks, not his signature move or his rush. So that's just like wasted military supplies, wasted trainers, you know. And we're talking about, I mean, it's only one on one each time, but you know, it's effectively I can only max out 9 skills right now. It's rough. It's rough. And then I just was like, how good is this? 40% chance all fast enemies get attack up block for 2 turns. I was like, yeah, it's not that big a deal. If it was strong characters, it might have been a better deal, but yeah. I'm still learning. Oh, me too. Me too. I still learn things in the game. That's what keeps the game interesting. If I wasn't learning stuff and if there wasn't like new bit like team theory building, you know, coming in with new characters and new dimensions that can come into it, that's when it gets boring. So new characters are required. They kind of need to be balanced. You know, new things are required. But that's what makes the game enjoyable. That's what keeps people interested. But it can also put people off, like, because you have to devote quite a lot of time. I think there can be people who like know they can't devote as much time as they potentially could have previously, and they start to fall off and even start to lose interest in the game because they can't devote as much. And this is a game that requires a lot of time. I'm going to be honest. That is one of the things that I think needs to change. I think a word for it is decompress. I think this game needs to be decompressed. It's very compressed. Like if you miss a day, you could potentially miss so much in RTS, and that shouldn't be the way it works. You know, you shouldn't feel like you've missed out on so much just from missing one day. Like, over the weekend, I only logged in a few times just to do some very basic stuff. But I felt like I potentially could have missed something. You know? I had that feeling constantly, and that's bad. That's like... that's really bad. When Paragon Crit Multiplier comes back, would you go for it? 75% damage seems broken. I know you don't care for the Diamond Fire grind. I'm getting 5 Paragon mods when I go to World Champions. I'm not sure how they're going to work though. They could be RNG rolls, or it could be guarantees. I hope they're guarantees. Crit Multiplier is nice. I don't think there is really any mod I'd really kill myself to go for Diamond 5 for, to be honest. Yeah, missing 1 day of event items could be crucial. Exactly. So I think like things that there's a lot of things that are required like to be done in 1 day. I think that maybe should be like spread over a week. A couple of them at least. So at least it just yeah. I think you're logging in and playing for 20 minutes should be more powerful than it currently is, which is you can't get much done in 20 minutes. I did do a video once, right, where I was like, I'm gonna do all the daily things that I need to do today, guys. This is how I introduced the video, and I'm gonna see how long it takes. And I did all of the roadmaps I did. I did like the food roadmap, the material roadmap, gold medals. I also did the S-class roadmap because this is when I was still grinding S-classes. I did the event ones that were currently up. I did hit all the missions as well. I did all my missions, and that in total took about 35 minutes, 40 minutes. It wasn't crazy. But then I was like, now I have to do Conquest. Yeah, so then I did Conquest, and that was before Challenge Run as well. So there were times where people were doing Conquest and Challenge Run. Yeah. A little rough. So, I mean, there's some of you doing Conquest and Challenge Run right now, so you know what I'm talking about. Upgrade anyway. Same reason why sync moves can crit basic attack properties. Agility does apply to it does, but it depends on the specific signature move. For instance, the wording of it is what is important, right? Deal 750% damage to a line of enemies does not crit because it says deal percentage damage. Whereas if it says deal 4 random attacks, that's where it's gonna do crit potential. Like attack an enemy, that can crit. Deal damage, can't crit. So if we go to Zachary's, his is deal damage. It cannot crit. You can do it. You can try it out yourself in a friendly raid. It will never crit. Same with his rush. Deal damage, never crits. But then if we go to the Rosita, wherever she is, what are you? Where is she? Am I blind? Rosita, there she is. Rosita has on her rush, attack an enemy for 600% damage because that can crit. Attack an enemy for 150% damage, that can crit. It's very rare that you have signature moves that can't crit. And I think Zachary might be one of the very few characters that cannot crit his signature move. I think he's one of the very few that has a deal damage to 1. You have deal damage to a line. You know, same sort of deal with Andrea Rush. She has deal damage, so she can't. That never reflects, unless you have someone like Mercer who has that inbuilt. But then you have attack an enemy, so that can crit, and that can reflect, and you know she can't get controlled by this, but she can get controlled by this, stuns and stuff. Zachary's the odd one. I only really worked that out a couple of months after he came out. To be honest, I didn't really know that. You know, I was like, I kind of figured that it would crit, but yeah, it does not. That's why agility is just not worth it. FOMO is real big. Yeah, 100%. 100%. That's why I'm so close to quitting the game. Don't have time to be on all the time and feel like I'm falling way behind. Yeah, I think that's a feeling that a lot of people have. And I think they could fix that. I definitely think they could fix that. Lock needs HP on HP. This is true. This is kind of true. This is kind of true. I've only ever pulled one, and the other one I got from an event. I was really hoping, like when I started to see the battle pass ones, I was really hoping, damn, they're doing some HP and they gave HP on defense on HP. It's like, nah, man, I needed HP on HP. I think that was probably the best mod from this though. I don't think any of the other mods from this battle pass were that great. What was the other ones? Like disarm resist and defense while... Oh, defense while stunned was okay. This one was okay. I might actually level it up. Let's see what we get. 8.5, not a very good roll. I'm retired now, but wasn't the first 4 years. I know it can be hard appointment gaming. It can be like a second job. Oh, definitely. I mean, it is. Oh, damn, I got the lowest roll. I can still get 100%. 100% plus, I'm happy enough. 20, 24%, 26. My God, look at that mod. It looks decent at 80%, but that is the terrible rolls, guys. Only got 3%. I literally only got 3% roll because the rest of the other ones are minimum. Feels bad. Feels really bad. Feels bad. What a mod. And that there it is. We got a half decent mod worth maybe upgrading. Boom. Just tested in Zach crit though. On his basic attack he can crit. He won't crit on his signature move. Negan 2K says deal a basic attack, so I don't think it's about the deal. No, if it says basic attack, then that's a basic attack. But if it's deal damage or attack an enemy, that's you can test it out with every character. Deal damage, attack an enemy. Deal damage line. Did a basic attack. Yeah, I mean the wording on that one was weird. But I mean that's telling you that it's a basic attack that can crit. Deal a basic attack. So they started using this wording a little bit. Let's go back and see if they were released around the same time. Not really. Raz is back here, right? Weird. Weird. Dropping a like and going off again. Have a good one, folks. See you, Mini Baker lads. Got my Christmas Carol limit break 3 today. Congrats. One better than me. I've just got to hope that I actually get a drop from her. The only way I could speed things up is if you can add it in a schedule of tasks that automatically happen when you go online in the game. I think they could definitely do some quality of life over some things. I think raids, potentially. An auto button would be nice to just finish a raid instantly. Especially if, like... I know, if you beat a team, especially a bot, it should recognize that you beat that team in the first turn or something, or I don't know. And just have a finish battle. They have that in other games. I like the guaranteed mods in BP, but feel they shouldn't have made them good for the feature BP tune, just general good mods. I don't agree that. I don't agree. I like the fact that they're good for the character. I like the fact that they're like aimed at the character. I think that's a good move. It's good for newer players as well. They just need to alternate the type of character they use in the Battle Pass. If we have another defensive character next season, and then it's like HP mods again, and yeah. What are you guys hoping for the next Battle Pass? What are your ideas? Like when it comes to the character, at least. Are you hoping they change any structural stuff? Still don't have a single what? Not one. So you actually couldn't even get Rick if the thing came back tomorrow, bro. Oh, there's some of the Rumble roadmap. I'm not going to open the crates. I'm not going to open the crates. That'd be more hilarious if you could put a favorite on a person you raid, and then you can auto raid only your favorites. I mean, at the end of the day, surely, like, if I was a company, I would want people to have easier ways to spend their raid energy, so they have more likeliness to actually raid. Easier ways to spend their world energy, so they had more likeliness to actually want to use it. Or maybe use refills. You know, if it's hard to use your energy and hard to do stuff, people don't do it. Like, I sit on full raid energy almost every single day, unless I can be bothered to do a mission just to hit 3 raids up quickly, or if there's a raid tournament on. I don't raid outside of tournaments. You know, I never have, because it's just so. I just think back over the years I played the game. If I would have constantly used up all my raid energy, that's like hours and hours and hours, days, probably like weeks. Like, that could potentially have been like an entire week of time that I would have had to do to get barely anything out of it, so it's not even worth it. So I think there needs to be something. That's what quality of life's about, right? That's about making like something easier to do and make it feel more worthwhile. Like, I saw a meme actually recently that my brother sent me. It was really good, and it was like, hey guys, we're thinking of making a 10-hour movie. Would you watch it? And then like the reply is, what you took? Like, no, that's stupid. Why would you? Like, why would we do that? And then it's like, okay, we're gonna make a TV show that is 10 episodes, 1 hour each. Would you binge it all in one day? Yes. You know, it's like this is how it works. Like, it, because there are psychological things behind it as well. You know. Negan has been avoiding you. I actually managed to get LB3 Negan before the end of Skybound X. That was actually pretty good. I had the dupe ready. I'd drop mine to LB2 if I could and give you. I hope they get rid of the BP points in the milestones. That is so stupid, or at least add a 4th milestone reward after all these years. Yeah, I think the BP points in milestones has reduced quite a lot of the rewards from these events. Revenges should never be blocked. The thing about revenges, I think, is and raids, someone has to be offline to be able to raid them. So if they're online, you can't hit them. That's the thing. That's the thing. I like the XP I get from SR, but I've fallen asleep doing SR a number of times. Did I tell you about my SR mishap once, guys? Did I tell you about my SR mishap? It was a big one as well. It was a really big mishap. I was doing the same. I was lying in bed. I had 4 stages left to do on SR. And I was nodding off, so my eyes were going. And because when you're falling asleep, you just start tapping your like your phone and stuff to make sure you're doing whatever you were doing before. Like you're sort of like caught in two minds. I managed to complete SR, but as I was falling asleep, I also managed to heal my entire roster, and this was during the S class era, so it was actually a bit difficult. You know, it wasn't during Mythic era where I maybe heal like one character because they got reflected. It was during S class era, and I think I spent like 14,000 coins to heal my roster with literally like 4 minutes left. I went to sleep, and I woke up the next day and I saw I maybe had like 8,000 coins because I had over 20,000 ready for a 100 pull, and I was just like, "Where's my coins gone?" and I contacted support, and I was just like, "I don't know what happened, but I appear to have lost a lot of coins." I was like, I don't even know what happened. And then it got tracked down that I'd refreshed my SR in a tournament in the last like 2 minutes. And my entire roster. It's like, yeah, GG. I think that should even be removed. I mean, right, who does that? Has anyone ever refreshed their entire roster? I've never refreshed anyone with coins. It's mad. What's up, Joseph? Welcome to the stream. They need to hurry up and increase the player level cap. That's bull. I've been raided. I've told you how it works, right? When it comes to, like, you can see I've not been raided at all. I've not been raided at all, right? And I defended. So there's two times you get raided. There's when you've been hit, you're open to raiding. Sorry, when you get hit, you can't be raided again for a certain amount of time, and then after that, you can start getting hit again. But if you're online, you won't get raided. But if you're idle, you're considered as offline after a couple of minutes. And then sometimes you can like get rewards pop up when you move. Like, have you ever had that where you move your mouse in your town and then suddenly like stuff pops up like on the calendar, on the shop? It's because you sync with the server when you move. It's like the game knows you're idle. It takes you offline, and the reason it does that is because it doesn't want you using resources effectively. I've said a lot of this game is done on your phone. It's not done on a server. There are server-side games, and this isn't one of them. It just syncs with the server every now and again. Like, update, update, update. And that's why when you have, like, your rewards, and then, like you've got coins that you've already claimed, or you've got, like, a crate that you've already claimed, and you try and claim it again, it's like, update. Nope. Already did that, and then they roll you back like 5 seconds. Or like to your last sync. They roll you back to your last sync. So some people, you can have this as well where you can be raiding, right? And then it can instantly go down to like 5 seconds left on the raid because it syncs with the server and it updates the time effectively. And it's like, yo, you've only got like 10 seconds left. And you can also have it where like, if I claim some rewards, I used to have this thing. Let's see these weapons, right? I can claim all 3 of these, right? Instantly close my game. And then if I switch to a different device, if I open the same device, it syncs. But if I switch to a different device, these weapons will no longer be claimed. Like, I can claim them again. They come out the same results because weapons are server-side decided at the beginning when you actually start the craft. They decide at the beginning because this was something that people used to do. But I used to sometimes claim them by accident before I streamed, and I was like, damn, and I quickly closed the app, go to my other device, switch, log in, log up, and I could see all the weapons were still claimable, and then I have to close it down there and then claim it, come into my device over here. So, but like, so if I went idle, I could potentially get raided. And I think while you're raiding, if you're just constantly raiding over and over again, it could potentially see you as being idle. I'm not sure. Big question. Do you all think that the game will release a higher scale of characters? New characters more powerful than the mythics? I mean, I think it's hard to know. It's hard to know. I don't think it'd be good for the game. I don't think I could continue playing the game if that happened. just because I can see my analytics. I know how much Mythic's release was a big problem for my channel. It's kind of recovered a little bit now, but I can't take that hit again, honestly, personally. It'd be way too much. You can see they've slowed down the release of promos as well. They're releasing promos every 2 weeks now rather than every week. So they are trying to slow down the power creep, which makes sense. And it's good for the game for that to happen. You're seeing more event characters. So you're seeing more characters be accessible than ever before. We're getting 2 event characters a month, and we're getting a battle pass character. I think character acquisition's a bit like easier than it was at the beginning of Mythics, at least. Even if you're not a spender, you could come out of a battle pass with 2, right? I think if you're in battle pass, you can come out with 2 of Dayu, and events it's down to your like what you do. Like I came out with 3, 4. Wait, I came out with 4 carols. 4 carols and I think 3 Gregories. I did get a little bit lucky on one of my Gregories though, because I didn't complete the second stash, but I did get him in my first few pools. Well, I got my first pool, but I got him in my first pools. So you can still get heavy progress. Two hours or so you're shielded after losing a raid. My region, good number of us dropped during raids. Yeah, I used to. Been 300 for a long time. I've been 300 for a while, but I did something this time leveling up that I've never done. There's someone you can ban there, Noah. By the way, that's a bot. The Russian name. I'll let you do the bans, man. I'll let you get the good feeling. Not so good solo faction, but region-wise, it's good for your region. I mean, it is, but at the same time, I don't think you need to do it as much now. I think it's much easier to attack, generally speaking. Unless you've got big whales in your region, it can be difficult at that point. I kind of have like hopes they're gonna do something with this, honestly. This down here. I still have hopes that this is gonna get me a benefit at some point. Like I can spend it, you know? Like there may be like a... Man, I think that thing I talked about when it came to Borderlands is the best idea. That would be so good. And it wouldn't even have to be that much. It could be like 100,000 for each one. So like I could do it 24 times. I didn't go that hard and got Carol to LB2. Yeah, she was easier to come by. I did have a bit of luck though, so I'll take that. Is level 500 the max level? 300 is the max level. We'll see what they do in the future, but 300 is the max level. It's all well and good getting 2 event tunes, but some are garbage compared to Shiva Vance, Pamela, for example. This is true, but some are also underrated. I see people just completely writing off characters that actually have some viability. You know? If like I said though before, you're in the same position as me, Noah, where it's like you are pretty much at the pinnacle of gameplay for someone who doesn't spend much, and that's the same sort of. I can't really push it much more. I must be like at like 99%, you know. It feels that way. Not in terms of like ability, just in terms of how much I'm getting out of the game. I'm like getting as much as I can, you know. So when you're doing that, the event characters are always going to be worse for you because of that. It's just the same. It's just as simple as that. But like comparatively, Lydia versus Shiva, I think they're both good. I think they both have their the things they can offer, and they're different. You know, you have to compare characters to characters. You know, if you compare Mike to a promo, I don't think a promo comes close to Mike as a support character. Not in recent times, anyway. Maybe William. William is like Mike level, right? They do different things, but he's more of a promo. Especially when he's LB2, when he gets a bit more crazy. Who else? Like Vance, we don't have any good medics, I will say that for sure. Free to play don't have any good medics. Christmas Carol, though, is reasonably comparable to William. We've gone over that. There's some things she can do better than him. The bonus HP is the main thing she misses out on, though. There are some characters that are going to be good. Like, I'm going to be using Carl once I get into LB2 on challenge run or tournament run for sure. I think that S-class characters are the most difficult to get, even harder than Gold Mythics and ones. I mean, right now, yeah. Once upon a time, they weren't, though. But right now, you are full show right. I'm about to play some Super People. You should download it. It's free to play. I can check it out. Is it a mobile game? I'm guessing it's a mobile game because no one ever says, "Oh, do you want to download this PC game? You want to play this PC game? It's free to play." No one ever says that. Very rarely, anyway. Mike is my favorite new character. Yeah, I really like Mike a lot. And now I'm going to LB3 as well. He good. He real good. Kind of thinking where I should spend these medals, guys. I'm probably going to just wait for the next, like, important event character to come out or something. Or I could get Laurie up or something. Like, I think Laurie's going to be quite good for me when she gets to LB3. Oh, it is PC. So it is actually a PC game that you're saying free to play. Is that how the market's going now? Feels bad. Feels bad. Oh, man. Oh, you mean like it's actually free to play, like as in like you don't even have to buy it? Okay. Super People. I haven't seen people been playing it. I watch Twitch quite a lot. I haven't seen people play that game, so is it like brand new? I guess we compare the event tunes to our current attack def teams too, whereas if we didn't have the current attack teams, we might see those event tunes. That's good. Yeah, exactly. Like you've already identified good characters in the past, which you've gone all in on, and don't forget there is also going to be characters that are going to happen to come out that are going to be like Wangfa, you know. I always refer to this dude as being like such a interesting character release because he was honestly one of the kind of like not do anything characters upon release, but then he became meta later on in the S-Class era. Like he became also I think he was onslaught meta as well because he did a lot on his leader skill. And because you weren't rushing, you didn't need AP, so like he became an AP. He became an onslaught, meta lead because you're doing signature moves and basic attacks. So yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting how it works. Microtransactions for the win. I don't mind microtransactions. Like CS:GO, for instance, has so many microtransactions, but it's all skins. You can't buy power. I like that. I like. some silver levels. I just do this for... I'm not really sure what I'm doing with my my XP scav missions now. I don't know how to use them because I used them on my challenge run characters. I just had all 3 other than Diamond because I maxed out Diamond quite quickly. I had all 3 of my challenge run characters in there, but now they're all maxed. So what do I do? What does I do? You should look at regular Michonne LB3. Mythic ability is nice. She's in my attack team. Look, you can see her. She's there. She's there. She is in my team. She is maxed. So she gets 160% versus heal over time. I know this. And it is indeed what we would call nice. Like, she's got base attack 81k now. She's looking pretty nice on my team. And then all of my characters get a 40% attack boost. So I instantly get like... probably drop on the mods though. So I probably get like a 40% attack boost on 70k or something. Maybe not that low. Maybe like 75 on Lydia. So probably another 30k damage. It's nice. Holding medals myself. Yeah, I've primarily held medals. I've got 3 more to do. I primarily held medals though. I hope Survivors Mythic Trial rerolls back. Like I almost complete my LB3 Survivors team and need 1 more Echo. Okay. I'm completely ready for Survivors Trial as well. Maybe they will drop another free F20 S classes. Jesus, type tune. Wait, what F20 S class? What is that? I guess that's free to play with a 0. Free to play on us before World Champions. I don't remember the Jesus event was in the middle of walk, so you would be able... Yeah, true enough, true enough. Does this next event... When is World Champions? February, right? So the next event, not this current event, but the next event, and also the next Battle Pass. That is going to be one as well. Because if they make the Battle Pass character a good character, people will have to spend to get it early, to get the currency. That's got potential too. So I think World Champions Battle Pass and World Champions event has got more likeliness to be a little bit boosted. Feels that way. Yeah, free to play. I figured. You use a similar attack team. I put a bleed mod on Negan to get the crit. I didn't put a bleed mod on Negan because I think he actually I don't think I did. It's because he does main damage on his skills. I don't put a bleed mod on him. He's got a weird build on for me. I don't really care about his damage. I don't rely on his damage, you know. And he still gets reasonably decent damage, and I haven't buffed it at all. He gets 75k with weapon and 1535's leader skill. No mods. 0. 0. Next SC gives 10 gold mythics. This is true. This is facts. But I'm pretty sure the announcement was that this was just going to be for this month, and then next month they're going to do another normal Survivors Club calendar. They didn't, I don't think they had anything in place. They had to get the SC one out early because people spend, whereas the monthly one they don't have to get out early. They could get that out like 2 or 3 days in. So we should get a monthly calendar come out hopefully soon. Fingers crossed. Should put a bleed mod on Negan just to test it when you get the chance. It gives regular Michonne crit damage by follow-up. Well, crit multiplier, yeah? Oh man, I've just become extremely hungry. Oh my god. Yeah, it's because the last meal I had was a little bit of pasta. I don't know what it is. After I have pasta, when I get hungry, it's proper hungry. What's your Conquest team? Or a champion equals well. Not necessarily. Definitely have to have some decent decent spenders in most factions that go to Warrior Champions. But you can be free to play. It's like a faction-based tournament. It's a faction-based tournament. But to win Warrior Champions, I'd be 100% be very unlikely that the majority of the faction that wins, like in terms of the war points, will be in the Wales corners, because it'll be good players that spend. You know, it's just the way it goes. Look at that! Noah sniped from a water tower from a mile away. Pew. What's your Conquest team? I'm not doing Conquest anymore. I've completed Conquest. I completed Conquest 6, but I created some Conquest videos. You can go check them out. But a team I used to use quite a lot was a team like this. It's kind of like a chess match when you're playing with this team, because like it takes generally 7 to 10 turns to get it done. But you can beat any stage with this team, any stage. The only stages that potentially will be problematic are really offensive stages. So stages with like first turn signature moves like Carol and Laurie and stuff like that. But against those stages, you should use signature move control, like Mirabelle. And then another team that's really good, I might have deleted it though. And this team, no. Well, I mean, I think it was that team, but I kind of deleted it. So like, this was my who was the other characters? This was my stage clear auto team. Like, you know, like the walkers or like the easy cleanup triple wave stages for Conquest. My belly is rumbling. Who am I looking for right now? Mike. If you don't have Mike, Kelly's fine for this particular team. And then I had a Dante. The reason I had Dante is I used the strong attacks weapon, so they got a 20% attack boost. You don't have to do that. It's completely up to you. I also had a pretty good weapon as well to stop Dante getting wrecked at absolute defense, but because he's not that powerful in this team, he rarely ever got attacked. And then I had this weapon. And sometimes I'd switch out Zachary. Very rarely, but sometimes. But this team could also beat a lot of Conquest boss stages. I generally tried every boss stage with this team on auto. I just hit auto and just see if I could quickly clean it, you know, out. And it sometimes worked, sometimes didn't. That should be normal for having SC. I renewed my SC a month ago and kept it for this one too. This is good. This is a good login. 10 gold mythics is good. I prefer this than last month's. You only got 4 gold mythics last month. I prefer more gold mythics. I think the silver tokens aren't that much of a deal for me. These don't do anything, honestly. I know I get a silver out of them, but I don't really need them. Wonder what the mods, what players use. I mean, they have a lot of the better mods. They have the Paragon mods. They have the Prestige mods. You know, so they have the better percentages and stuff as well. I'll finally finish Conquest tomorrow. Hey! Ew. Invisinerd's falling down on job. No new calendar. The way Invisinerd's job works is he is basically like a two-way mirror. As a person for Scopely, and what will happen is like he will look at the community and look at what they say, and he will reflect that back to Scopely. You know, he'll give that information to Scopely. Now, it's up to Scopely to decide what they're going to do with that information, but he gives that information to Scopely, you know. He also takes the information that he's given, and he publishes that information. If he's not given information from Scopely, he can't publish it. And if he's not given good critical information from the community, he can't actually give good feedback. This is why moaning and whining is not a good way to deal with things. Actually identifying, like saying this is bad, is not actually going to help. Sure, he'll probably just pass along the sentiment around this thing is not good, and then they'll go, okay, what did they think would be a good way to improve it? And it said they didn't say, they were just moaning, because that's can happen quite a lot. That's why it can be really good to just say what you think needs to be improved, you know, where you think it could be improved, even if it's just a basic idea. You know, you guys are the players. We know the game more than people who make the game do, because we play it all the time. You know, it's kind of the way it is. It's kind of the way it is. I'm on Conquest 3, stage 11.8, and the stage is a pain in the ass, 11.8. I think I did that stage as a video because people had troubles with 11.8. I might be wrong though. I was able to actually get the holiday shake weight weapon. Did you make any changes to it all? I think I just maxed it. This one, right? Just maxed. It looked pretty. I did fail once, maybe twice. Has to be perfect. I can't not have a perfect weapon where it's just 5%. I still use a tier 4 Iron Conquest. It's fine. That's fine. You can buy SC on the last day of the month and get all of the rewards. So if you've never bought SC before, the free trial at the end of the month will get you 10 gold pools. There we go. There we go. And that this, like Zotix, I think it was, said that they were waiting for a good time, and this probably seems like one of the best ones in terms of, like, if you do it in the last, you know, very last day of the calendar. And you can see the calendar time in the bottom left hand corner. Forget like what you see on the screen. The bottom left hand corner, 29 days, 1 hour. That's the calendar. You've got 29 days, 1 hour to finish the rest of these, or at least I do. But yeah, that's what I did last month. My brother bought it for Christmas for me, and he bought it right at the end of the month. And I got all of last month's rewards, and then now I'm going to get this month's rewards as well. It's a cheeky strategy. Cheeky. I mentioned the Eva bug. I think it's fixed. I haven't had any issues with her since. Fingers crossed. Good. Good, good. See you later, Seren. Thanks for tuning in. Lady with crosshairs should help on 42.8. The strategy that I showed you guys got me through all of Conquest 5 and 6. You know? This strategy got me through all of Conquest 5 and 6. I use it on Tex. He hasn't got up a proper defense. Let me see. I can't really. I don't want to delete that team. So it was, the strategy was Lydia, Glenn, Command. So you can get through Conquest 1 and 2 with this easy. 1 and 2 with this, no problem. Any command, 5-star included. It's going to be a bit harder if you're on the further conquest and you do not have Rick. It will be hard. You need this weapon, 20% AP to self. You need one 8% weapon like this, or just a basic 8% weapon. I think we got one previously in a pass. And then on this character, it doesn't matter, but if you have a strong attacks weapon, it's good because then it just buffs. And then what I do is I signature move, command, and then hope to hit a crit. And then on Conquest, I've just taken out 2 characters, and I've potentially stunned 2 others. As you can see, only 1 person attacked me, and these 2 guys are still stunned. See? Right? Just imagine this as a Conquest stage. And then she can come back again. I might actually beat this team with 3 people. If I didn't get toyed, I think I would have had that. Oh no, I should have actually let him rush. He's now going to revive. Oh no, he's not. He's not. But you see how good it was just in this situation. It was close. It was close. If I would have let him rush, I think bonus HP would have gone too crazy anyway. Max, what, team rating? Let me see. I think it's 1200. Is it 1200 or 12,000? 12,000. 278. My defense team is pretty buffed up. I could definitely improve it because I can get a couple more LBs. Couple more LBs. Where is it? I can get a couple more limit breaks in there. I can get Steve to LB3 and then obviously upgrade him. And I can eventually get William to LB3 and eventually upgrade him. I can also upgrade Zeke. And I'm on the fence still. I think I'm potentially going to do this though. Where I'm going to do Pain Split. Because if it does go to Mythic Wars, Pain Split's worth it. Generally speaking. If he doesn't have a video on that stage, check my channel and I might check his first though for sure. I mean, there's definitely going to be some content on YouTube about Conquest. A lot of people make Conquest content. You shouldn't be short on ideas for Conquest. Why is only 26 days in SC when it's 30? It's that one is questionable. It's to allow people who miss a day to have a chance to complete it. But the big thing, I think it's more because some months have less days, but they should customize it per month. They should customize it on a per month. They need just one person in charge of this. It doesn't seem like they have a person in charge of this, like who's in charge of all of RTS, like stuff that goes out. Doesn't seem like they've got it. That's my perception, at least. It needs to be someone who plays or understands the game to a good extent, and is in charge of like orchestrating what calendar rewards are coming up. And if they, especially as they know what the events are going to be, some of the calendar rewards can play into the new event. You know, like the next event, whatever the character is. Let's say it's a strong character. Sorry, I'm sneezing. So it's a strong character that is a defense team character. You know, they could potentially have like a mod in there that's geared towards that, kind of like the Battle Pass style, or a guaranteed defense mod or something. Just a guaranteed defense set. Not on the SC one, I'm talking about the normal monthly one. On SC, it could just be the same every time, and it's based on, you know, just resources. I don't know. Can I see how you upgraded Mike's weapon? Sure. I downgraded a weapon that I got from one of the previous battle pass. From a league store. This weapon. I downgraded this. Tara has 98k HP when maxed out with weapon. It's impressive. Nice. That is nice. I remember when they were updating SC when the S-Class era was ending, and they gave out lots of free stuff for SC, but that was a good time to start the trial. Yep, another good time. I don't think many people will be trial ready right now. Zotix, I think you said you're going to wait for the... You're waiting for a good time to start the trial. This could be a good month for you. If you start at the end of the month, you'll get all these rewards, but you have to do it at the end of the month, and you'll get 10 gold mythic pools. That could be good. You know, that could be good. I think it was you who said that you're waiting for your SC trial. The max attack team I have, I don't know. But the max attack team I use is 11,900. So my defense team is stronger than my attack team at the moment. But again, I'm kind of just like short one character. I guess I could make it a bit stronger. I don't know if I've got anyone else who's actually maxed. Mirabelle? Maybe she'll work. Does that improve my team? 12,224. I think everyone's got maxed. Oh no, Negan isn't maxed here. I barely upgraded Negan. Like lots of 9s. I don't want to use those certain trainers, you know. Second you get into 10, you're going into trainers. Are there no events happening this week? Haven't seen anything about the updated calendar. I'm sure the info will drop at some point. Would expect some stuff. I mean, who wouldn't expect a month event? Talked about the timing of it. I can't actually exit this screen. I think my game's frozen. I'm not seeing any... Oh, no, okay. I can see the animation again. There we go. Christmas store in the grain market has 2 days left. So it could start like 24 hours before this. So a new event could start like this time tomorrow, or like in 26 minutes tomorrow, which would be 1 PM Pacific time, or the day after. I'm guessing Scopia are discussing a lot of it right now, like timings and stuff like that. They're getting everything like, because this is the first day back for like, I'd say the majority of people who are Scopia most likely. I've had SC non-stop since the S-Class era. It's nice to have. Yeah, I think people kind of, I mean, they kind of underestimate how useful it is. The only thing is that this is the one thing I don't like about SC, and I know it sounds strange. It's only good while you have it, right? It isn't very. You don't notice the gains as much when you don't have it, in terms of like, I can't really show you what I got out of having SC all that time. It's hard for me to go, yo, I got this. Now, I did get lucky. I did pull a Tara in the Mythic era. I did single pull a Tara. So the main thing I can show you is RNG. I can show you one of the characters that I pulled from a wheel. A lot of it is just to stop the slowdown of the things you're gaining constantly, of losing them, you know, or even to just, you know, either reduce or slow down. Like you get better production of food and materials, and then you get like no items used in certain parts of the armory. What did you do, Barker? I mean, Cliff's weapon. Did you 5-star? I have actually. Yeah, I 5-starred it and instantly. I don't think he had a good base weapon, right? Just check. I mean, it's actually not that bad, but I prefer windowless, especially. I would 100%. Where's he got a double attack weapon? Wait, what? Wait. I'm actually interested. I'm gonna go check. But yeah, elusive. I definitely go for elusive. Now, I've been using this day's weapon This is primarily the weapon I'm using on him right now. But I personally can one-shot a Cliff pretty easily with Lydia. Now I could counter that with Reflect, but I don't like cheesing Reflect because I hate Reflect myself. I have done it in the past and it's just proper like scumbag move, but I don't like cheesing Reflect. But I guess it is actually a pretty decent idea, because even if you one-shot someone with the Reflect, then at least my Mike's infection can start to get rolling around. I don't know, maybe it is a good idea. Maybe it is. We need a sniper. We need Sniper Noah. But I'm kind of working on a weapon right now. It's in the armory right now. I'm looking to get I can't show you it. I'm looking to get defense HP. So not AP. Elusive Impair. And then in the last slot, minus 50% critical hit. Now I could potentially, like, you can potentially do this off a really easy weapon. I could potentially start with this weapon instead, rather than going for Elusive Impair, and just to get the weapon quickly, because it wouldn't need any particular like upgrades. So this is easy street. So I might do that. I also wouldn't mind actually upgrading Clementine's weapon. But again, I'd go for HP, defense, and then in the last slot, minus 50% incoming damage from crit hits. But Elusive is nice. Elusive is nice. Still streaming, correct. Correct. This is live. This is live. Walking Dead Elite. Or is that just an impersonator? LG's got impersonators too. So many fake lockdowns, man. So many. Pow, indeed. You got him. I keep getting items is not currently available in Amazon App Store every time I try to purchase the SC membership. Yeah, you can't buy it on SC, unfortunately. I'm not sure why. I think it's because it's a subscription. And you can't buy subscriptions on Amazon, maybe, when it comes to that sort of thing. But I have the same thing. I can't show you, but I'm on Amazon right now. So what I had to do is I have to buy it on Google. Just one of the things. I did 48% HP, 30% defense, kept third slot, and 50%. Yeah, that's the way. Oh, wait, for his base weapon. But also have Razzo's Gun and Ravens with the Elusive Impair and Tough Hell. Yeah, I mean, I've got those too. But I don't have any defense buffs and stuff on my team. And a lot of characters are crit based. You know, I've got the Razzo one, and I've got the Raven one, and I don't think they're as good as they once were. Like Elusive Impair, Tough Health. There's 2 slots taken up by things that aren't going to keep him alive, you know, necessarily better, unless you've got like a very heavy tough team. Tough Health is not that great. I mean, right now I'm using 1 tough character on my defense team. Fast healing is good regardless, because it's just a little bit of HP is nice. I have a question. Can I farm the Jingle Bell stages on the stolen weapon remote on any act or Negan ornaments? Yeah. As long as you have to do the Jingle Bell stages, you can do it on the one you're highest at or the one you're lowest at. So, like, I did say that if you're really low on the missions, if you're on some of the lower missions, it's actually better off doing some of the cheaper ones. just because, you know, you only need like 30 or something, I think. I can't remember what you needed. Yeah, you only need like... Oh, no, wait. Wrong mission. Has it ended? No. You only need 75 Negan ornaments. On the one I was doing on 15, they were dropping 250 and 450. It's way above. Like, there was obviously an issue with this event. Like, obviously. Obviously. I have Andre, exactly. Like, I think you can make a really nice tough defense team, but right now I personally lack a healer. I mean, I'm seeing this team a lot, and I could make like the basis of it. I'm seeing this team a lot. It's Tara leads, which I can do just about. It's also got 3 tough characters in it, which is Cliff, Andre, Vance, and then the last one is kind of random. Sometimes it can be Uncle Sam. Sometimes it can be Davey. You know, and this isn't a terrible team. This isn't a terrible team by any stretch. And then now, the tough healing's awesome, because that gives 20% bonus HP to 2 characters, right? Oh, to 2 teammates. Yeah. So bonus HP is suddenly awesome. But I run into the issue where I actually run out of weapons. I think I run out of... Do I have any more impair weapons? Oh no, I do. I have one more. So... Who needs the AP? Isn't it him? Nope. But yeah, you can see that their stats go pretty high. Considering like unmodded. It's weird. Is he giving the bonus to that? Okay, man, his defense is actually pretty low off base. Is she? I guess she's a HP leader, to be fair. Yeah. Yeah. And I don't think I've even maxed his skill. Let me max his skill. This one is worth maxing. There we go. This one I will max out. Well, I say it. Let me just get some of those materials back from the grenade crafting. Where is it? Up here? Andre. Let's see what sort of defense they go up to now. I guess another 15%, I think. I could be wrong. Yeah. Look at that. 62k. Like, Cliff's on 60-60. That is a tanky Cliff. That is a tanky Cliff. And I don't know if he's really even modded. Yeah, not really. He's got kind of trashy mods. And he's at nearly 60-60. So he can get some really good... I mean, my my leader is only grade 5 and unmodded, and she's got quite a lot of stats. So this, I mean, this could be a good filler team. Unfortunately, I do use him in my main def, so I can't use him on a tower team. So who could I replace with Cliff? Or who could I replace Cliff with? Is there another bodyguard? I think there's another tough bodyguard, right? Isn't John a bodyguard? I haven't really looked at John. Is he a bodyguard or is he something else? No, he's not. Why did I think he was a bodyguard? I don't think there's any like stealthy characters within Silvers anymore. I'm not gonna get one and go, yo, that could be legit. Because the thing about that Andre, it makes Silvers decent. I'm not sure. I guess I could use like a Mirabelle. Razzo as well. Yeah, Razzo. I actually made a weapon for Razzo. Let's. Oh, it's gonna be pretty good. I made a very specific weapon for Razzo because it was very easy to make. Let me see. And he's not in my teams. I could actually put this in a. Just have this for a tower team in the meantime. I've been meaning to work on a proper team, and this one's reasonably well leveled. I keep thinking I need to look for something specific. There we go. I made this weapon for Razzo. It is pretty decent. He does not need a control in the third slot because he has control on his passives. So that's actually pretty decent. Makes him really tanky. And that, I think that's him. Is that unmodded? Oh no, he is modded. Look, all of them 60k on the tough characters. I need to beef up this guy's weapon. And his base stats at grade 5. Oh, he's unleveled. I'm like, why is he so low? But he's not got a single level. I need to level up Vance. That's pretty much it. And I need to mod him as well. Yeah, I need to mod him. Have I got a good crosshairs resist? Doesn't look like it. Does not look like it. I don't think I have one in my entire roster. Suddenly a mod is important, and I don't has equipped. Any crosshairs resist? I'm guessing there's a no. Oh, I do have a 69% crosshairs resist. Who's that on? Oh, okay, yeah. I have to stop her getting. Okay, yeah. That's good. I got a good one. I'll just put on him just because he's pretty much the main dudes. Oh, I was looking at the wrong thing. I might have actually more. No, I don't. Okay. Do I have one in defense? No. Look at the wrong mod. Still 69% is good. I'll take that. I got a team fight through Conquest teams now. Pamela lead, Kapoor, Uncle Sam, Isabel, and Old Man Gregor. Okay, okay. That's my defense. No kill potential yet. I mean, it has some kill potential, but it's all Razzo. His bleed could actually be decent. The only problem is like there are going to be teams that have zero problem with bleeds. So yeah, in this team I'd be really cheesy. There'd be reflect on everyone. Everybody. Absolutely everybody. But yeah, you are right. Very, very little kill potential. Yep. You could use Mirabelle. You said you got up to like 80k defense or something, right? Oh yeah, definitely. Mirabelle got up crazy levels of defense. Is this her more offensively modded right now? But yeah. She was at 80k. I'm not sure how I did that. I think it was with the defense leader as well. Like I had Zeke in here instead, but you can't do that anymore. You can't do that. Like if I put a defense leader in here as well, all of those defense numbers look 84k on Mirabelle, 70k on Razzo, 70k on Andre. I think a leader with defense buff would be the way to go. We haven't had a defense leader yet for tough, right? I don't think. So if we were to get one, I think they should be a defense leader, like defense buff. I'm pretty sure we haven't had one, right? We've had an attack leader Conrad, attack leader Aiko. We've got Alice, but she doesn't give any defensive stats. She's an attack leader. We haven't had a defense leader for tough. That's kind of interesting. That is kind of interesting. I have to bye-bye. Good night. No worries, ICB. All good. All good. Sleep well. Thanks for tuning in, LG. Take care. Conquest is getting harder. It's got all the new players. Yes. All the new players.
Sounds good.
Jealous of your challenge run skills.
Yeah, but you should see my face after I've headbutted the wall 500 times from challenge run and conquest. It's flat as a pancake right now. My nose doesn't exist. I was just happy to get through it. I think it should get easier. I can go over some challenge run teams. I haven't looked at it. This is something I need to do for tournament run, which is going to start reasonably soon. But I think tough's pretty straightforward. This team was probably one of the easier ones. The only times it got really difficult was when I came up against fast stages, but you know how it goes. And then strong, it's all about strong attacks and just like putting your best strong characters in there for damage. Mike is key, Connor, control, that's pretty much it. Alert eventually became one of my easiest ones. But we got some good controllers. Carl and Diamond made quite a big difference. And the weapons are also really good. If you've got the weapons, like the Absolute Defense Pistol and the Crit Pistol. The Crit Pistol's nice. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. And I'm guessing the Impair to Align weapon for fast might be good too. This was the one I had the biggest difficulty with because we don't have an attack leader who's fast. If you lucked out of Herschel, congrats. But otherwise you're screwed. Just got my first challenge run character fast. Nice, nice, nice. Nice. Thank you so much, though, for the super chat over, Grower. Thank you so much. Massively appreciated. What kind of team would you make if you went with pure attack and only wanted to raise attack as high as possible? Like just pure attack stat? I don't know. Probably fast, because they have the passive girl. I haven't upgraded much on her, but I've upgraded that a little bit. The only reason I don't go up one more because it's like, yeah, I'm not spending a Madeline for 1% attack right now. Not just right now. Maybe another time. But you also get Strike Team 2 as well, right? Oh damn, it goes up to 30% boost. That's actually nuts. She is potentially crazy. So there could potentially be a fast attack team that you could build. It's just there's no like buff there for attack, so and there's and the leader issue. But yeah, you can get bleed really high. It buffs Zachary's bleed as well. Certain game modes, that's gonna be awesome. Anyone on stream from the Bradley region? If so, what do you think about the rollback? The passive girl. She's the only one that does passives. She's the only one, I'm pretty sure. There are passive trait damage characters, like the challenge run characters or trait buff characters. But yeah, you know what I mean. We did have some people from Bradley on the stream near the time when it actually happened, and apparently, you know, it could just be people pretending, but it didn't go down too well. But I think you can probably expect it. I saw some people saying they should have, like, honestly, people who I recognize the name of on the Discord saying, like, they should have let them keep it. It didn't make that big a difference. I'm just like, what? Like, some people maybe only thought it was only one character or something. Like, one goal pool, rather than, like, potentially, like, maxing out 8 plus getting loads of gold mythic pools. I don't know. Bradley, all kinds of madly. I mean, at least they had fun, I guess. I made a really good fast attack team with Isabel and Headless Herschel. Nice. I think if I did one, it'll be kind of like this. I have got Headless Herschel, but he's only grade 5. We'll replace this team. Oh, this team. Yeah, we'll replace this team. This was the boss stage team. Fast. Any rating doesn't matter. So like Lydia and Isabel would 100% be in this team, and so would Carol, and so would Headless Herschel if I had him like proper. This character, on the other hand, I'm not sure. Kind of misses a little bit. It misses something. It misses. I mean, it misses first turn control from a signature move. It misses something, right? Fast teams miss something. A leader, accessible leader, but also it misses something else. I mean, I don't want to go for more damage. I'm talking about like a support character, honestly. I mean, I guess I could go for Glenn, but yeah. With this team, you can rush quite quickly. Let me see if I can actually get it to work properly. So Glenn, this weapon actually works well in Glenn's hands because he needs crit. I don't think I need. Problem is, I might need to have her weapon accessible. We'll see. We shall see. We shall see. Not the best weapons. It's just to see if I can actually gain the AP. Okay. Let's see if I gain the AP with this team. I can actually raid somebody. We will have the bleed. We'll have the bleed. Wait, where did it go? We'll have the bleed removed, I think. Let's just find a reasonable team. No. Nothing too crazy. As in, please no Tara lead or Zeke lead. Just, might have to do friendly defense. Wait, do I remove burn? Not really. Pesky Carl. It's a shame. It's a shame he doesn't do anything, isn't it? It's a real shame. It's a shame. It's a shame. Okay, I'm probably in trouble. The idea would be to get 2 first turn rushes. Well, she got impaired, and I don't know how she lost AP. She didn't lose AP. But let's see if this would work. So I do the signature move and the basic attack. Yeah, it would work. It's actually legit. It's actually legit. I would have 2 first turn rushes if everything went to plan. Obviously, the thing is, things have to go to plan. That's the only thing. Not first turn, two turn 2 rushes. I'd have 2 turn 2 rushes. Isabel would rush. I didn't expect her to do any damage at all, to be honest. I didn't expect her to do any damage. What the hell? Why did she do damage? Have I maxed her? What's her signature move do? Is it bleed? Sorry. Ultimates recover from stun. Okay. Oh, I could have attacked. The other leader. I just want to get this to actually happen. I could have attacked Mercer. I saw him. I got 2 head Herschels back to back the other day. Nice, nice. Fast teams need better attack team weapons. Yeah. Holiday, Carl, and Tyrese have passives that do stuff to the whole team. I think both of those characters are better than what people made them out to be. Personally, I love Skins. I gave him a 100% crit weapon. He always hits as hard as Lydia. I do not have him at all. I don't think I've ever pulled one. I can double check, but I'm pretty sure I haven't even pulled one. Okay, so against this team, I can actually do it because she can't get stunned. Oh, she can because I haven't upgraded. And it might still work. It might still work. Oh, damn. How did I get stunned again? Him? Damn. Damn, oh, damn. Oh, I got cleanse. Okay, that works. I have a cleanse. Forget. I forget. So there's a lot of early signature moves on this team. Especially when they're maxed out. Glenn will allow Isabel to get an early rush too. And there's no bleed issues on this team. 0. 3 cleanses. I don't think Glenn's it though, but yeah, this could be okay. What's it missing? What's this team missing? Because her 30% is almost like a constant fast attacks weapon. Almost. When I had that max out. It's getting heals from her. AP from him. Damage. Cleanse. It still feels like it's missing something. Control. I think, yeah, you're right. It's missing control. But I think Lydia's got really good control, obviously, but she's going to rush turn 2 in this team. Let me try and actually get it so like I can show you this. Like it's just a friendly defense. Let me put up a... Because this is if all things go to plan sort of situation. Okay, no jingle bells. It's a faction event. Let me just do a couple of stages just to let the energy do its goodness. Carol is good at support. I think support's fine. I don't think control's good there though. I don't think the control's there. Like I'm relying on AP down from Glenn, and I haven't really upgraded much of his kit. I'm thinking of a fast team here. It has to be fast. So I'm mainly doing tournament run sort of team here. Tournament run team has to win quick, not get hurt too much. But win quick. I think that's what it's got to be with fast. Win quick. Don't get wrecked. Win quick. Don't get wrecked. So I'll just show you how it would be against a... just make it this team. It doesn't make too much of a difference. I I wouldn't kill anybody, but I don't get any bonus from kills. Okay, so I'll hit my friendly defense with the team. Wherever it is. So like, I get a second turn rush on Lydia. And then I can get a second turn rush on Isabel as well, because I can do that and then hit a crit on Glenn. So those are my 2 damage dealers. As long as those 2 go off, it should be GG. It should be GG. I just need a slightly better weapon. I'm using the Guardian Shield weapon on her. Yeah, so I need a better weapon. And I need an 8% 1535. I could probably make an old school 1535 8%. Not too much of a problem. Maybe I can drop an 8%. Let's have a little look. I don't think I can. I don't think I can. Let's drop that weapon and change it for something else. That one. Well, she gets a second turn rush still. But does she? Yeah, okay. I have to hit that crit though. But yeah. So I don't need to have... I need to have 2 8%. No. 1 8%. And a 20%. Okay. And the Whisperer weapon. Okay. Okay. Quan. What's he adding? What does he give? I don't need a... he's mainly bleed, right? He's mainly bleed. He's going to rush a lot. Three teammates get focus. It's actually not too bad. Quick recovery. So he does half of the healing that she's going to do. Carol. All fast teammates get 15%. He's going to give a little bit more attack damage on trait. Do I sacrifice 2 turn 2 rushes? That's the question. It's a shame that it's not really a leveled up team. Like, I don't have much survivability for the moment. What other support weapons could I bring in on Carol? Oh, she's got an inbuilt. Oh, sorry, I forget. She's got an inbuilt 8%. So it's 2 8% still. 1, 2, and a 20. 15% Whisperer, 20%. Okay, so it's still 2. Okay, that's fine though. That's fine. I might reset that other weapon. I think I'm gonna reset that other weapon. I need to just actually raid. Juan and Martinez are one of the same to me. Martinez is a bit more controlling, I think. $25 SR stages to get all glasses. You don't get glasses on SR right now. Pretty sure. He'll figure it out. No, I think this is better. It's better to have her rush turn 2. In my opinion. I think so. She's got 100k attack stat right now. And so is Lydia. And this team, I don't even think it's got... Oh no, it has. He's got a 1535. Okay. They've got 100k attack stat. And she's not even maxed out. You do it, submission. Okay. Let me have a little check. Oh, these glasses. Sorry, I was thinking about Jingle Bells. You've got to do 25 in a day. Yeah. That's doable. That's doable. Yeah, sorry. It was my bad. It's my bad. They'll probably do the SR one again tomorrow, I'm guessing. If it's a 2-day event. I was thinking of Jingle Bells. Just so many things to keep track of. Don't reflect me. Good. I think that's the challenge run team though, guys. I think that team looks pretty nice. I just got to level it and get a second Herschel. That's the one. I've got to get a second Herschel. I need to probably just grade him up. I think he gets boosts just from being upgraded. I don't have to level him up. All this downtime in RTS, I could have been doing tap joys. It's true. What are the best mods for Lydia? I use crit set, attack on crit set, attack versus. I use strong and tough. I use 2 attack versus. Then in the bottom right hand corner, I use maim resist because I have a problem with maim damage at the moment. Otherwise, I might use like taunt or impair resist. Because I'm coming up against a lot of tough characters or characters with taunts. And crit multiplier in the bottom left hand corner. Okay, I'm not going to use any cannons just yet. I will later, but not just yet. I've got my new SC pool. Someone asked me, have I got Shiva yet? I said no, but I actually wouldn't mind even getting a Herschel here or a Steve. Let's pull on Turkey Tyrese. Turkey Tyrese is going to give me some luck. Sheldon. That's a nope. Let me show you my video. I did a guide for her, but my mods did change a little bit. My mod did change a little bit since doing that. Just a little bit. Okay. Let's upgrade this guy. We'll only be able to get him to grade 4, but I'm not going to level him up. I'm just upgrading him just so he gets more skills unlocked. Like better cleanse or whatever. Earlier signature moves. Gotta just pray for number 2. What does he get? So a little bit more damage. Target starting cooldown. So it goes to turn 1 at grade 4. And it gets an extra target. Okay, so bleed is not an issue. Burn will be. So we've got to be careful. Like, we don't... that's going to be annoying. We don't know what we're attacking in tournament run. Man, they need to make it so we can see what we can attack. Is any of his passives teammate based? Nope. Doesn't do anything for teammates. Okay, what about Glenn? Did he do anything for teammates? $20 AP, that's it. I've got that already. Isabel. I need to just max out her. Man, it's not even maxed out. That's crazy. I might actually fully max it out, you know. I have identified good usages. Let's max it out. And she hasn't even got like agility and stuff. I might actually start putting some levels onto her. I'll get it to 14 for now, just because, you know, like I said with the Madeline's, it's a bit rough. Got a little bit of agility. 28% attack. At the start of each turn, 1% chance this character gets a Guardian Shield. Does that get maxed? Is that like a guarantee? 40%. Okay, it's good to get the stun resistance as well. Let's see what attack stats those guys have now. Do you have any good anti-bleed teams? Wait, anti-bleed. I don't think it's possible at the moment. The only way you can do it is if you daze, and the only character that can daze is what's her name? The only character that can daze is Angel, and she's not going to be able to be used soon. So bleed is going to go out the window. Unless you're talking about for an attack team. I think with those teams you need to mix bleed and main together. Or get bleed in really high number. Like, if I was to put Zachary in this team, his bleed would be really high. You know? His bleed is really high. And if we were to craft him as... Like, I think with Zachary, you could potentially be really cheeky and craft a very specific weapon for him that has 55% attack. You know? He doesn't need AP on attack. He needs 1535. He doesn't need any specific third slot on an attack team, so you could go with one that is already on a base weapon. I'd have to look into that actually. But for now, I mean, right now, I think I maxed his bleed. Yeah, his bloodbath is completely maxed. So if I was to attack a stage with him, we'll see what sort of bleed he does. This is like the only way, like, just to maximize, like, get the most out of his bleed. Potentially a lacerator, but I'm not sure. I'm not so sure. Raid. Potentially. We're not so sure. But they've got 100% bleed resist, yeah. Okay, let me just... This is the problem. There are characters that actually just do resists. And Pamela would be one of those. Like this guy, 35% bleeds is decent. It's decent. Or 35% bleed, should I say, not percent. Wait, did he crosshairs? I don't think he did, I think. I don't think he did. Apparently he did. How did I crosshairs? Who's got who can crosshairs? How did I crosshairs? Oh, I normalized. He normalized on lead skill. Okay, I got really lucky. Happy days. But yeah, I don't think it's possible. Really, I don't think you can use Zachary anymore for raids. 45k bleed, damn. What's his attack stat up to? That's actually nuts. Have I not maxed my bloodbath? No, I have. How have you managed to do that? Oh, I might not have upgraded him that much. I haven't upgraded him gold. I've got him to 88k attack, I think, on the other team. We're just in the mud versus promo teams. I mean, you just have to use different teams. Personally, I rely on this team. Not this character. But you can use Carol here. And I think that'll work okay. You only get a 30% buff. But you can use Carol here. Wherever she is. Did I get it to LB2? Strong attacks weapon. Like, I think if you want to use percentage damage, you have to use strong attacks or alert attacks now. Or Isabel. Those three are musts because they're going to buff percentage damage a bit. Like 100% musts. You know? It is tough, I would agree, but yeah. I've also doubled down on attack versus a lot on my damage dealers now. Just to get as much, like, the small amounts. Rather than going for crit, I'm going for extra attack. Could you try the bleed mod thing? Try the bleed mod thing. What do you mean try the bleed mod thing? He has 110k attack. How have you managed that? I mean, I got my Lydia there. What weapon have I got in his hands? 45% attack. Oh, he's not got a 1535. Okay. Yeah, I messed up there. My bad. I was wondering, like, damn, that's really high. Yeah, this should be higher straight away. 98k, yeah. So if he had higher percentage there, yeah. And then if you go medaled. Yep. Okay. Okay. I don't know how people play without strong attacks. You can't really against the whaley teams. I think the people who don't play with strong attacks or alert attacks and try and take out whale defense teams, they're the ones that are going, the gap's too big, or just because they don't have that one weapon that can make the difference. Put a bleed mod on Negan bottom left and swap your crit set. What crit set? You mean Negan's crit set? I don't have crit set on a Negan. I have HP set. He's just more of a leader, tanky leader. When things go bad on this team, I generally have Mike, Negan, and William just last man standing. Like, Lydia and Michonne are ones that can get dropped. That's why I think having a far too offensive team can be pretty risky. Does anyone play Borderlands in chat? I need to share this with someone who plays Borderlands. I'm not flex, but I just need to be like, I can't believe I got this. Do you rate Carol? I think she's good if you do not have William. I'm going to put her in that team for fast team, yes. Your mods on regular Michonne, they are. Oh, you want me to? Why do you want me to use attack instead of crit? I don't get it. I do. I played Borderlands 2. I got my first ever pearlescent weapon yesterday. It was quite a moment for me. I've been playing that game for a very long time, and I started getting up to the higher levels, and it's a very rare drop, and I managed to get a pearlescent from a crate, so I was pretty happy. Crit set. Yeah, I'm on crit set. You want me to go to attack set? I don't understand why. Oh yeah. I've been running this boss. He's called Tinder the Snowman. I think it is anyway. And has good chance of dropping legendary weapons. But he gave me a pearlescent, which is like the tier above, which is... I mean, I've run this boss like 100 times and I've got one pearlescent. So yeah, pretty hard to come by. Needed to share. Hallelujah. The person who I normally play with has actually gone like quit the internet. And he is the person who I have played Borderlands with. So I'll be like, oh my god, I got one, bro. Let's see it. I'd have to start Borderlands, but it's the bandit weapon. I can't remember its name. It's the rifle. It's okay. It's actually pretty decent. I have a better SMG right now. The problem is the class I play is Maya, who's the Siren, and her multipliers are SMG. My brother plays the Commando, and those multipliers are rifle. So I said I'll give it to him when he gets to my level, and he's gonna have a beast mode weapon basically. Will the town skin end soon? Yeah, most likely. Take screenshots, guys. Town screen is gonna change most likely real soon. I would say probably in the next couple of days, right? Probably after the event ends, but yeah. I don't know whether it'd be cool if it had a transition, like it had like water pools everywhere, the melted snow, but I doubt it. It's just gonna go back to the normal one, I think. I'm saving my rumble bags for video, correct? 8-page, correct. It's probably going to be a pretty disappointing video, but it's going to probably double up as a rant video because it's going to be like, watch these pools. Even if I get something good, I'm still going to complain about it because the RNG is just nuts. The RNG is bad. Way bad. Get on my level and I'll give you a weapon I can't use. I mean, I can use it. It's just right now I found 2 items. I found an item that gives me 30% extra SMG damage on my class item. No, wait, on my relic. And then on my class item, I found one that gives me 100% extra SMG damage. So I'm using an SMG right now, and I'm taking out a boss in 30 seconds. That's a raid boss. What are your mods on Negan? I've been told that I need to use bleed on attack. I haven't actually really modded Negan, as you can tell. I haven't really got a good bleed on attack by the looks of things. I think the best one I had was in here. But I'm using it on someone. I had like an 8% bleed. But it doesn't matter what the bleed is, right? It isn't about that. It's about the fact that someone's bleeding. Is that correct? I really don't have a gold bleed. Okay. That one it will have to be. And I just get extra damage because of that. Oops. So like, I get extra crit multiplier, I think. So if I was to attack this dude, and I was to give him a bleed, if I crit, I would have crit for harder. Okay. 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 If I actually didn't get absolutely defended, would it hit harder? E.T. cetera. We'll see it maybe on her rush. Nope. You get more damage if you switch it to attack set on your regular machine. You think so? She'll only get like another 5k attack. It won't be anything too crazy. I would have thought a percentage increase. You know, I would have thought 70% extra crit damage versus 5k base attack. I would have thought it was better that way. Because all the crit multipliers will stack. And they would probably do multiplicative too. So it'll be like 70% plus 40% plus 40% of 70%. And then adding the 60%, it'll be like 70% plus 40% plus 40% of 70% plus 60% plus 60% of 40% plus 60% of 70%. The bleed works with mushroom passive, yeah. Yeah, I just need bleed on the HP set. I don't have HP bleed at the moment. I haven't really modded him. I upgraded him that much. Negan's mainly there for the leader skill, honestly. I will be completely honest. I think he's okay as a character, don't get me wrong, but I think he's mainly there as the leader skill. I'm guessing I don't have any bleed on HP. Oh no, I've got some. Or one. Who's that on? Oh, that was me doing challenge run and just trying to stat bleed a bit. Okay. Let me see, where's my really good bleed mod? I just want to see it. It's crazy percentage. So the one I just removed was 3%, right? Where is it? Oh, maybe I haven't equipped it. I'm pretty sure I had some really legit level bleed. Or was it a really good burn? It might have been a really good burn. Yeah, okay, it's the burn. Look at that burn. Look at that burn, guys. 8% burn on a mod. It's a shame that's not bleed. That would have been awesome. Obviously, I don't think bleeds go that high, but that's near max. That's really close to max mod. I think it's because my attack mods are better than my crit attack set, but it's that's pretty hard. I think either way it's going to be good. It shouldn't make too much of a difference. Let me just remod this dude. HP. So there we go. And then I got HP taunt resist. Nope. I guess I don't. I mean, I would put HP on him, to be honest, but I don't have one. Don't have one. Okay, let's see. So he bleeds. Legit have not hit a crit on her yet. Factionist eyes up. Yeah, yeah. I've done some stages. I've done some stages. It has done the stages. Okay, not really ideal, but yeah, that's not bad. 100k on a cinch move. Lydia's gonna be hitting for a round out on her rush against a defensive character. It's not too bad. Gonna be good against tanky teams anyway. Speech stat boost amplify base only, yes, and base only comes from weapons and skills. Now base percentage increases the speech buff. I think the speech bubble buff increases everything on this number. Once you go onto a stage, the attack stat is locked as a number, I'm pretty sure. It doesn't determine where they come from after that. I'm 99% sure. I could be wrong. The only difference would be combat mods. Combat mods don't play into the calculation when it comes to weapons and leader skill multipliers, because combat mods go first before those, you know. So like if I take my attack one, like 25% increase to attack, you're probably thinking, wow, that's gonna be like what, 20% of my damage or whatever, or it'll be slightly more than that, but 20% of my damage. It's actually like not even 10%. Like it goes down by 7k from 84,000 down to 77. So it doesn't even go down by 10%. So that is not an increase in 25% damage, but it's an increase in the 25% of the base damage. You could probably work it out. 82k down to 7,000 means she's getting. Wait, was it 82? 84. Sorry, 84,600. I put on the wrong mod. That's why. 84,600 down to 77,800, losing just under 7k, so 6.8k, and that'll be 25%. So her base is going to be like probably around about 27,000 damage. 27,000 damage. It's off the base. Do you need just one? You only need one, but you need multiple strong characters. That's important. XL Burger. Man, I'm hungry right now. No, this guy. There's a weapon you can craft to get Michonne to rush on turn 2, but either way, that's a nice team. There is? I don't think so. You're thinking of random AP, I think. Right? You're thinking of is it Raider 4? Random AP plus attack. Randomly give one other team member 20% attack for 2 turns and 20% AP at the beginning of each wave. It's the same as Mia's pistol. Is that the one? I'm eating a chocolate brownie, hoping it makes you feel better. No. The answer is no. I know you're a numbers guy, and the buffs and bonuses are difficult to figure out with me. It's all good. It's all good. Yeah, it comes from base. I made homemade bread bowl and broccoli, cauliflower, bacon, cheddar soup. That actually sounds really nice. As much as cauliflower ain't my thing. That sounds nice. I'm probably going to just do some pasta. I want some food now. Sorry, I get excited when it comes to team. It's all good. That's what the game's about. That's what I'm saying. That's what keeps it interesting. I'm 100% down. If I'm going to learn something, I don't mind. And yeah, I think it's worth having a bleed mod on him. I think it works. It's just when I remember to attack first. Go eat something. I'm definitely going to when I end my stream. I'm definitely going to. I'm not ravenous, you know, but I'm definitely going to. Oh, one sec. I have a private message. Okay. What does the bleed mod do on Negan do? It amplifies Michonne's damage because of her crit multiplier. You know, it could potentially be good to bring a guaranteed stun character, because there are turn 1 guaranteed stuns now, right? There is this dude and this chick, and I've never done magnified strikes, but it could be potentially decent to have a magnified strikes weapon now. 80% attack against enemies who are stunned. It could be decent in certain like scenarios. If a first turn signature move strong character comes out, wait, maybe that's Valkyrie, because then she'll guarantee her follow up a bit better. Turn 2. I know Michonne 2000's got it, but she's quite hard to come by. Oh wait, she might go to turn 1. I don't think she does though. Oh, she does. Oh, she actually does. Interesting. It's not really heavy hitting though. That's the problem. And you'd have to have like an alert, strong attack team. I don't know. It's questionable. Cal, his isn't first turn, is it? Is his first turn? So wait, if Cal actually does have it, you're telling me that alert have 3 characters that can? No, I didn't think his was first turn. I was like, first turn? I know it has a 0 turn cooldown, but yeah. Cheap and delicious, yeah. Easy to cook. Always, like, you can make it taste good. Easy. I used Splash on my show for a while. Yeah, I've still got is it the cricket bat, right? I've still got a cricket bat to upgrade. I just haven't bothered. I don't think it's going to be that great. Splash damage isn't that amazing. I think I made it 5-star. It's just I haven't bothered. No, I haven't even made it 5-star. There it is. I need to get another upgrade on it. Can get to decent attack though. I guess I need to go for AP on attack on the next one so I can get the extra slight multiplier from the 5-star weapon. Not by much, but a little bit. Oh no, it'll be good for walkers. For walkers, it'll be good. But for humans, like early on in the era, Splash and like Collateral is awesome, but then later on, this all sort of falls off a little bit. I mean, I guess it's good for removing things like Guardian Shield and stuff. I have 2 max Splash bats just because sometimes I have nothing to craft. I'll post it in your Discord. Okay. I will check it out. I will check it out. I do, however, think I'm going to end my stream here, guys. I'm going to catch some food. I will check out the weapon, though. The next stream is going to be on Thursday. That's the next scheduled stream. But stay tuned to the channel, guys. Maybe some more content on the way. You never know. You never know. But that is it for today's stream, guys. That is it. Just under 4 hours. Thank you very much for the people who shared their milestones in the chat. Thank you very much for the super chat we had earlier on. I do appreciate it. And thank you to all you guys tuning in, hitting the like button. We have over 70 likes on the stream. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you ever so much. But I'm gonna tune out. I'll see you on Thursday. Thank you very much for tuning in. And as always, keep on surviving, guys. Keep on surviving. Okay, Taco, I'm gonna check that. Don't worry. Don't you worry. Good night, guys. Good night, good night.